Met with our care team, and
To Jack Sawyer. How's it going? You got a pretty sweet name, I see. Haha. Just wanted to say you're an inspiration to me and all my teammates, and to keep fighting. I'm praying and looking forward to seeing you ring the bell. Go Bucks. Sincerely, Jack Sawyer.
Ohio State's Jack Sawyer is not the only Jack Sawyer from the state of Ohio.
Jack!
His first Buckeyes-Michigan game, and he's rooting them on to victory.
Say go Buckeyes!
Jack B. Sawyer of Menor has been a Buckeyes fan since birth.
We would never miss a Buckeyes game.
he loved football. He loved Ohio State. He was strong. Christmas of 2021, and he had fallen on the steps and landed kind of on his tailbone, and it hurt for a few days, and then it stopped.
He got through the winter. By the spring, it had gotten so bad that that's when we took him in April.
He was diagnosed when he was 15 with Ewing sarcoma. It's a very aggressive bone cancer.
The Sawyers created the mantra JBS Strong to bring awareness to Ewing sarcoma and support their son during treatment.
It would be 10 months of chemotherapy, and we would also have either a surgery or radiation.
During his treatment, Jack B. Sawyer's story made its way to Ohio State's Jack Sawyer.
When I heard about it, I instantly thought I have to do something, like, to brighten his day.
He sent my son a signed poster and a letter. Boy, did it touch my son. On January 20th, 2023, they called and said he's in remission. And he rang the bell, and we had so much hope.
In February 2023, Jack went back to high school. But by that spring, his cancer had returned.
We met with our care team, and Jack started to cry. And they asked him why he was crying. He looked him in the eye. He said, "I'm not afraid to die. I'm afraid of leaving my parents because I'm their world."
As the 2023 Buckeyes season got underway, Jack B. Sawyer's condition worsened. In October, he got a FaceTime from the other Jack.
He was really sick. He got the strength to get up and talk to me for a couple minutes.
Wanted to take time out of his schedule to say, hey, I'm thinking about you, and I want you to be strong and keep the fight going.
And it gets me emotional thinking about it because we are from the same state. He's got the same name as me. And knowing that definitely made our connection more special.
That Saturday, Jack did something to show his support for his friend.
I was sitting there in the locker room before the game and thinking about him, and I decided to write JBS Strong on my wrist tape, just putting him on my arm with me and carrying the strength that he had.
My Jack, who could barely stand at the time, wearing his Sawyer 33 jersey in front of the TV, watching Jack Sawyer.
8 days later, in his Menor home, with his mom and dad by his side, Jack B. Sawyer died. He was 17 years old. Jack Sawyer honored Jack B's memory with a post on social media, and he continues to honor him every time he takes the field.
JBS Strong, I always put it on my wrist tape as if he's going out there with me. We just want to give him something to smile about up there.
Pressure comes. Sawyer knocked it out and picks it up. Jack Sawyer headed down the sidelines. Scoop and score.
We know our Jack was there.
There's no doubt that he was there on that play, and he was escorting me to the end zone.
Watching Ohio State Jack brings us peace and brings us joy.
Every day I think about him. The strength and inspiration he gave to me is tenfold to what I could ever give to them.
Little by little, we lose our friends, we lose everything. We keep losing and losing till we say, oh, what the hell am I living around here for? I got no reason to go on. But with you, kid, boy, I got a reason to go on. And if you ever get hurt and you feel that you're going down, this little angel is going to whisper in your ear. He's going to say, get up, you son of a bitch. Mickey loves you.
Well, are we ready? I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or I'm getting softer, but shout out to Jack B. Sawyer. I get choked up when I see that shit, man. A 17-year-old kid. Man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. A shout out to Jack Sawyer. Rest in peace, my man. Anyway, we sit here, like Mickey says, it's time to peel ourselves back up, us Cowboy fans, after this crap season, and our future looks bleak. Shout out to the Birds. That's why I got the Game Time Brian sign behind me. Yeah, they're on a hell of a run. You can hate them all you want, but you got to respect them. Looking forward to a great national championship game. Now that I've composed myself, I hope we have a good time. Let me let a Troy Daniels in. Sorry, that video took me back a little bit, everybody. Just goes to show you, everybody thinks it's the end-all, be-all. There is more important things out. We love our sports, but shout out to the Jack B. Sawyer family. I hope everybody's having a good evening. Mean Metal Mike's in the house. Philly D's in the house. Arturo Gomez, CZ, Mike Aldana, Philly D, Chris Johnson, Jimbo, the Moshers are in the house. Crowley, what's up, brother? Daniel Barry Sports Highlights, thank you again for showing up, bro. William Tilton is in the house. Again, Isaac Ramirez. I hope everybody's having a good evening. After seeing stuff like that, like I said, nothing better than to see some college football tonight. I needed a break from the pros. We have a few more days till we get the championship weekend. Let's see who's going to hold up that trophy. What's up, Troy Daniels? How are you, man?
I'm doing great. How about you, Brian?
I'm doing good. That video I played really choked me up.
Yeah, it does. I saw it on ESPN too.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm getting older or I'm just a wimp, but I don't know. I was choked up.
No, I got choked up too when I heard it.
Yeah, it's Sucks, man. It sucks, but again, we're good, right? We're all good.
Yep.
With so yeah, so what are you expecting for tonight? I mean, do you have any idea? I mean,
I
yeah.
think Ohio State may have more firepower than Notre Dame tonight, especially on the offensive side of the board.
Yeah.
I don't think Notre Dame can keep up with that offense.
I think Notre Dame is a more steady team. They're not as talented by any stretch, but I think they will play a certain way. Ohio State can't have these ups and downs that they
have
tend
to
to
watch
have.
that.
You know, they're way too talented of a football team, and I blame the coach. I blame Ryan Day. I'm not saying he's done a hell of a job. He has to do his. I mean, he has to get his due, obviously. But the reason why you go up and down, I mean, I don't know. This is an awful talented football team to have 2 losses and some shaky moments. It'll be interesting to see what Ohio State team comes out. They say they're on a mission. Number 8 seed versus number 7 seed. I don't know if we really. I think they need to fix the seedings because obviously they had something wrong. But at the end of the day, we're gonna have a good game. This is gonna wrap up the
college football season is officially done as of tonight.
It is, and I remember hearing, I wasn't a big Alabama fan. I was more of I didn't hate Alabama, but I respect them. But I was a Nick Saban fan, and I would always get intrigued. You know, Nick Saban, he would win a national championship, and he'd be on a plane literally the next, like tomorrow morning, as the coach of Alabama. He would be in some kid's home by noon tomorrow. It's crazy how the college football is. They literally just keep going. Like tomorrow, Nick Saban, if he was coaching in this game, he would be on a plane and trying to lure these recruits. Like, oh, well, Alabama gets all the recruits. It's about putting in the hard work. They don't want to see a scout there. They want to see Nick Saban sitting in your living room. Do you want me? Well, I need to have Nick Saban, and that goes a long way, which is why the good teams are what they are. So, yes. Billy D says, let's go Irish. I mean, as you see my drops, I love Notre Dame. I'm just going to enjoy the game. I'm happy either way, be honest with you. I think Notre Dame has done great, but I love Jack Sawyer. I love the running backs. I mean, I just love a lot about Ohio State.
I kind of like Jack Sawyer. I hope Dallas may find a way to get him.
My God, and he's not like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you who's the best or this or that. I just love, the person and the player. He's got the size. He's got the speed. I mean, it is what it is. I know.
Well, you've also got JTT on the other side too.
Yeah.
I mean, good golly.
I mean, I'm good with
this
either one
Ohio
of them.
State defense.
But Jack Sawyer kind of reminds me of I'm not saying this is good, so don't quote me, but he reminds me of a TJ Watt type. And I don't want to let that I don't want to let that slip by again because he doesn't fit the mold of a Cowboy fan. That's ridiculous. So yeah, Vinny, man, yeah, that video got me choked up. I saw like a little bit of it earlier, and I found it on ESPN. I'm like, they may copyright it. I don't see anything, but if they do, I'll just erase it out of the
archive.
Well, once the live stream is over, like I get everything for the live stream. Once it's over, then they'll run their checks, and anything they find, then I'll go and I'll just erase it out. And we've already experienced it, so it's not a big deal. But that was a beautiful story. So, I got a little choked up there. But I like green as well. Yeah. Vinny, it's green. Yeah, man, it's green. It's green, and we got to salute the Eagles, man. I'm sorry. Now, I don't know. Are you rooting for the Commanders, Vinny? I can't do that. I can't root for the Commanders, but whatever. I'm not rooting. I'm going to watch the game.
I'm taking Buffalo. That's who I've got.
I'm rooting for Buffalo, but I don't know that anybody's going in to Kansas City and winning. Me and Metal Mike. A question, Brian. Have you ever tried pork and sauerkraut? Of course I have. Of course I'm a big sauerkraut fan. I've always liked kielbasa and sauerkraut, hot dog and sauerkraut. I'm a big I'm a big one. My mother used to make it mean metal. I want for Buffalo Bills because they haven't won a Super Bowl. Well, I was rooting for Detroit and Buffalo for that very reason. But once that hit it, Washington's won many, right? How many Super Bowls does Washington have, Troy? Yeah, I don't need Washington winning another one. So, go Eagles.
Let's see.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's going to piss people off, but I don't
They
really
lost
care.
to Miami.
What's up, Flip?
They beat Denver. They
I'm
beat
rooting for the
Buffalo.
Power to go out. I thought it was 3, but I'm not sure.
They beat Miami.
Yeah, well, I can look it up. So,
Nope, it's 3. You're right.
okay. I didn't want to put my name on it because I wasn't positive. Yeah, it does.
I think
Michael
it's the
Dunn.
Giants that have 4.
Yeah, I'm not real sure about that. One under Parcells, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 under Eli.
Yep.
I don't know. I thought that was 3, but maybe I'm wrong.
Conklin was the head coach on both of those.
Mark Hutchton, how are you, man? Who you got tonight, Mark? I can't blame Lamar. Andrew chokes. Philly D, here's my issue. Philly D, just like people were trying to blame Jalen, and we were getting a laugh at it. Remember Jalen in the game against the Atlanta Falcons where Saquon dropped the ball? You know, the narrative is that Jalen couldn't get the job done. Lamar Jackson had 2 turnovers earlier in the game that really is what hurt you.
Yeah,
you can't come down to the end, in my opinion, and blame a singular play as to why you lost it. Yeah, he should have caught the ball, but that doesn't mean you win the game. That means you tie with a minute left, right? And there's a good chance that Josh Allen's going to do Josh Allen things. Philly D, yeah, I agree with you. Andrews fumble killed him, but you remember when Lamar took the safety? Do you remember? I mean, fumbled.
Got the safety, fumbled.
Yeah. And it was returned for a touchdown, I believe. So, you know, he threw interceptions. He looked good. He looked bad. Can't do that on the road. You cannot do that. But before we go any further, we got some news. Robert Saleh to have second interview with the Jaguars. Okay.
I think they've got their man.
Eddie George interviewed. Wait, hold up. Sunday's Eddie George interview paved the way for the Bears to move quickly on Ben Johnson.
Congratulations to Ben.
Yeah. Titans hire Bones Fossil as their special teams coordinator. Now that one hurts.
That does.
I mean, I don't know what our organization is doing. Listen, I get it. If we have Turpin, that's fine. And we have Aubrey, that's fine. But now I was getting tired of his calls. But if they're executed, maybe they work. I don't know. But we could talk about that. A Cowboys complete interview with Leslie Frazier. I think we all know what that was, but we could talk about that. Maybe he, we'll see.
They haven't given anybody a second interview yet, have they?
No. No interview for Deion Sanders. And I'm starting to hear from some people, wow, you don't really need to interview Deion Sanders. Well, sure you do. Yeah. Sure you do. You need to interview him to see what staff he's going to bring in. Exactly. How are you going to handle Dak Prescott? Don't tell me that you could talk to him on the phone.
No, you can't.
Nick Sirianni on Jalen Hurts and Kenyon Mitchell. We'll see how the week goes on. I don't think Kenyon's playing. Jalen Hurts will play. You know that. Max Crosby on his future. There's a lot of things to discuss. Max Crosby may very well be available. What's up, Nike 3? So we have a lot to talk about today. Obviously, we're watching the Ohio State game. So, it's going to be fun. But everything's on the table.
Yep.
Everything's on the table to talk about. What's your...
I just watched...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead. What'd you watch?
I was going to say, I was just watching Tom Downey and the 25 free agents that we have, and it's interesting how many of those we can keep.
Yes, indeed. Indeed, but...
We need to keep.
We need...
Jordan Lewis, we need to keep him. We need Osa Odigizua.
And I think Osa's back.
I think he will be too, one way or another.
I would let Rico go. I would let Rico go.
I think Rico needs to,
I would let
yeah.
him go, and I would draft 2 running backs. But that's me. They're not going to do that. They've had habits. I don't know. I mean, we'll see what he gets. I mean, again, Troy, I said this before. Every other team is seeing how many running backs are in the draft as well, too. Why would they want to pay Rico $10 million a year or whatever?
Exactly. I mean, you got the likes
you
of,
might be able to get him.
What's that one? That kid that you like out of North Carolina, O'Marion?
Yeah, O'Marion Hampton. He does it all.
Hampton.
So
yeah, you got him. I don't know if Judkins is declared yet.
I'm not the guy for Judkins. Me personally,
Right.
I wouldn't take Judkins. There's way too. I don't dislike Judkins, but I'm not the huge Judkins fan. I'd rather go with a Travion Henderson and come back with a Devin Neal or
yeah, Devin Neal's going to be
Dylan Sampson, R.J. Harvey. There's a lot of guys later on.
Yeah, Devin Neal should be down there in the later rounds, probably
Yes.
late 5th, early 6th.
Again, you're gonna have to be more aggressive because just remember your 5th is higher than somebody else's 5th because you're sitting at number 12, but you can't get complacent. But yeah, I'm with Vinny. If I don't know, but as far as Dallas, hey Nida, how are you? As far as Dallas is concerned, we need to address some things in free agency. If not,
yeah,
I'm just gonna warn everybody. I'm hoping I don't lose subscribers, but I'm going to do what I need to do. If they do what they did last year, it's going to be a negative offseason for me. And I hope people, I'm going to keep it real. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I mean, how many mock drafts have you done, Troy? I've seen other people,
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe how many I've done.
But I've had mock drafts where I've traded down more than once and still haven't been able to fill our holes, which tells you one thing. You need to use free agency this year.
Yes, you definitely do.
I'm not saying go out and get studs necessarily, but you need to bring in some people and not bargain basement people after the draft. That's BS. That's BS.
Yeah.
So, Flip Shelton, I'm with you. Game time. Yeah, I mean, there are certain positions I would cut loose some people. Well, you can't cut loose of a Malik Hooker who I don't know. You guys have been paying attention to me. Nothing. I'm sorry, Malik, but nothing personal. But I have not been. He's not a playmaker. We need a playmaker out there. So we need a safety. So you either go get me one in free agency, or you're going to have to draft one. But you can't leave all these options on the table. You cannot, because we can't.
Yeah.
We can't fix everything because you know what's going to happen, Troy. You're not going to draft right. You're going to be drafting for need. You want to get into that first round. I know people hate this, and I've been flip-flopping. But if Aston Genty, who I think is going to be long gone, if he drops to you, you have to take him.
You've got to.
He's a stud. You don't have to go any farther than look at I-95, 30 minutes from me, and Saquon Barkley, what he's doing, what he's done for the Philadelphia Eagles. That has to be the best offseason move that I can remember.
Yep.
For any team. You got to be honest and say, Howie Roseman, kudos. I take my hat off. You got it done. Everybody said, including me, that you paid too much for Saquon. If you get a Super Bowl this year, and oh, by the way, the Eagles are the favorite in Vegas to win the Super Bowl. To win the Super Bowl. If you get a Super Bowl and he tears his knee up next year or the year after, and I'm not wishing that, it's already a unbelievably successful free agent signing.
Yeah.
That's what separates winning and us. It's not far. It's really not far, but it is far if you're not going to change your habits.
Yeah.
What's up, Glimmer Man? Did we?
We had a shot at Henry, but they did not want him.
Game time. What free agent running backs and receivers are out there? I don't want to hit free agent running backs or receivers. I want to Mark Hudson. I want to use the defense for free agency, but okay, you want T. Higgins? He's going to get a lot of money. I think that's too much money for us.
Yeah,
I think we could allot it in the draft. but there's not a lot of receivers. Here goes Thomas with his bed. I keep letting him in. We need 1 star on offense. I think we need more than 1 star. Darlene and David Mosher. I think we need more than 1.
Yeah, we do.
I think we need a receiver and a running back. Like I said, just look at your own division.
I still like this Royals kid out of Utah State.
He's moving up too as well.
He is.
So again.
So is that kid out of TCU. He's moving up the boards.
Yeah. Savion Williams.
Yeah,
I like Savion a lot. He's raw. He doesn't catch everything necessarily, but when the ball's in his hand, he's a Debo Samuel clone.
Yeah.
But he's taller than Debo. He's bigger than Debo. So the upside is there. You hope he's not a Quentin Johnson like last year, the Chargers. He wasn't great. Is that his name, Quentin Johnson? Am I saying it right? The receiver?
Quentin Johnson.
Yeah. He has not been a real good. It's only been 1 year. Sometimes it takes long.
Or Quentin Jefferson.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of out of TCU last year.
Quentin Johnson, TCU.
Oh, is it Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought that was right.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, so's Golden, Vinny. I mean, those wide receivers are coming up the board fast.
Yeah, Quentin Johnson, I TCU. My brother-in-law know his dad.
Yeah, I'm not here to crap on him. I'm just saying he wasn't the most productive guy this year,
Right.
I'm just going to keep it real. He can obviously get there, and we'll see, but that's what you hope. I mean, obviously, anybody you draft in round 1 or 2, you're expecting to come right in. That's what you're expecting.
Oh, yeah. That's what I would always tell my nephew. I tell him, I'd be like, man, if you got a player in the draft between 1 through 3 or maybe 4, they're playing day 1, you can forget it.
Yeah. I think they say Golden is the 4th best receiver. Vinny, Golden
He's
is
getting
very
up
good.
there.
He's very good. It's funny because me and Randy were talking him up, and he wasn't on anybody's radar. Next thing you know, everybody sees what we see. We're like, wow, this dude is a playmaker. So and that's what's funny about these mock draft simulators. They haven't caught up to where they're supposed to be yet, and a lot of these guys are going to go higher. But we could all have those drafts where we're killing it, but I try and be more realistic, but you can't help it when you see the name there. Draft Arch Manning, new left tackle Josh Simmons. Arch Manning comes out when? 2 more years?
2 more years.
At least?
Yeah. He's got to get some time at Texas.
Wow. The Ultra says Mike Green is up to number 11 now. Yeah, of course, right? I liked him.
Arch Manning, he got to get broken in, man. Everybody's going crazy over the last name. Don't do that. Don't do that. Be careful.
He looks good though. Luther is 62. He has the height. Is quick.
He may be gone before we draft Arturo.
I love Luther Burden, if that's who we're talking about. I think he's unbelievable as well. So, Whitney, at least 3 big stars in free agency. I did like Ultra sent me a mock, and I did a couple on them too, Ultra, where I don't trade at all. And you get very good players as well. So, you could do both. So Ohio State's wearing their white, I see. So
they're the visitors for tonight.
Ohio State's wearing their white against Notre Dame. I don't expect Lloyd to join us because, he's obviously a huge Ohio State fan. He's very nervous about this game. Yeah, I love Mike Green, but it seems like, it's one of those deals where if you want him, you're going to have to take him at 12.
Yeah, it'll be a good off season.
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, Thomas.
All right, I took care of it. Both Eli and Peyton say Arch is a way better athlete than either of them. Dave, you know I've been on that. I haven't seen enough of him to know if he's good. What's up, Drew? How are you? I haven't seen enough of him, but I love him just because of his pedigree, obviously.
I think we'll see plenty of him next year at Texas. Only because Ewers is declared for the draft.
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord.
Let's get this game underway.
Mm-hmm.
Jerome Bettis, the honorary captain for Notre Dame. Gee, I wonder why.
So what was Tom Downey saying?
He kind of he mentioned 10 that he would like to see come back.
Okay.
Topped off by Jordan Lewis and.
Well, I think Jordan Lewis would actually do a team-friendly deal. I think
he would too.
I think he would do that because he wants to stay in the area. He knows the significance at this stage of his career of what staying in Dallas could do. Staying in Dallas could actually add years on his career for reasons that the people don't really realize. Family, you make more money in Dallas than you do in most states just based on the wage tax. Again, it has to be a two-way street. Stephen Jones likes to take advantage of these type situations because he's like a slumlord, in my opinion. Stephen Jones, he wants to offer D-Law a 1 year $10 million deal. What, 3 years ago? 2 years
like
ago?
That.
I mean, come on, bro. Come on. He really doesn't have a clue what he's doing. So everybody can say what they want about Stephen Jones until I see otherwise. To me, it doesn't matter. Either you don't know what you're doing or you do know what you're doing and you don't want to do it. Either way, you're not doing it. So I got no respect for Stephen Jones until things change. Jerry's Al Davis. We discussed that. Jerry's Al Davis. He's now nobody has the stones to tell Jerry anything. So we're stuck until unfortunately he's not around anymore. So game time. Who you got tonight? I'm rooting for the Irish. Jimbo, man, after seeing that story, I'm kind of rooting for Ohio State, and I'm a big Irish fan, so I'm good either way. I don't have a big. I'm not going to be upset. I'm good either way. But I'm kind of rooting for Ohio State. There's a lot of players on both teams. I really like Riley Leonard. I keep saying it. I like him as like a sixer or one of our 7th round draft picks if he's still
Ohio State won the toss. They deferred.
So I like Riley Leonard. I like.
He's a good.
I like Watts, the safety.
They've got some good players on both sides.
Yes,
on both teams, both sides of the wall. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, and I think they may even franchise him if they have to. Ultra, right or no?
Who's that? Osa?
I mean, that's kind of what I think, man. That's kind of what I think.
I think they'll probably franchise him and then offer him a contract.
Yeah, Ultra says what we're all hoping, but they ain't gonna do it. What's up, Thomas? Go ahead, brother.
I tell you got a lot of players in this game tonight that's gonna be playing on Sunday.
Yep.
Indeed.
That is the truth.
The latest line is Ohio State -8.5. So
it went down.
I was gonna go Ohio State, but to me that's a lot. I think it's a closer game than that. Everybody says Ohio State blowout. Ohio State finds a way to keep you in the game.
Yep.
So here we go. We're getting ready for the kickoff.
I don't think this game's gonna be a blowout.
Imagine,
if it be a blowout, it'll be because of turnovers. But other than that,
The
Yeah.
last,
Yeah.
I don't know how many have been blowouts. They've been
Yeah.
so boring.
I'm telling you, I like Riley Leonard. He's a big boy and he's got good athleticism. He hasn't looked great at times, but Notre Dame doesn't have stud receivers. So, you know.
Nope. They got who right now? Great House and Faison. Those are their two primary receivers. And away we go. Touchback.
Loyal must be nervous. So, yeah, William, he won't be on. I knew that. Living live in Notre Dame at all year, that's fine with me because you know that they've been pretty
Look at those stats for Riley since that loss.
JT. Tua Malau. What was that, a run or was that yeah, that was a run, right?
Looked like it.
Troy, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was up in Cleveland for the Dallas Cleveland Brown game, we saw that Notre Dame, Northern Illinois game. Everybody up in Cleveland was cheering against Notre Dame, and they celebrated when Notre Dame lost that game that day.
Wow.
They went nuts.
Riley Leonard with a run up the middle again. And, you know, this is where the NFL game has gone, at least for the time being. And if everybody else is doing it, you need to do it. And what I mean by that is have a mobile quarterback. My opinion, you need to have a mobile quarterback in order to keep up because that extends drives. You can do everything right and still you give up a first down. So
did you hear that, Jerry?
Yeah. That's why we're talking about even Riley Leonard. He's 6'5" doing this. I like this kid. He doesn't have a lot of offensive weapons. You could get a steal with Riley Leonard.
Yeah.
You know, and
see, Brian, that was the reason why. That was the reason why this past season. That was the reason why I kept telling everybody what they need to do is they need to get a package for Trey Lance for things like this.
Yeah,
but they
exactly.
didn't.
Exactly.
I think Trey needs to go a couple seasons of the UFL personally. Get some reps.
Wow. Flip Shelton, we don't have that no more. Yeah, Dak's not that guy anymore. It's not Dak's fault, mean metal, but his body ain't what it was. So he makes business decisions now. He's got his money. If he wants to, you see anywhere near his contract as far as playing, he's going to get his money. He's going to have to stay healthy. And that's the problem. You know, I don't know. 2nd and 10 for Notre Dame.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a good release. He throws a good ball. And early indications are Riley Leonard is going into 200s, people. We're talking 6th, 7th round. So, again, if you want him, take him like with your last pick in the 5th. Or, you know, if you like Jackson Dart, then take him. But, you know, I think you need to find a guy this year, you know, and bring him in.
Yeah.
In a perfect situation, he doesn't play right away. You know, Dak's good at winning regular season games. You know that. Vinny, he has to size Josh Allen, but not his arm. Again, not many people do, Vinny. Not many people do. Mark Andrews is on the witness protection list. McNeil, 4 years, $97 million. This year, $8 million, but next year, $3 million. The next 3, $28 million. That's what you got to pay, though, Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that sets up a 3rd and 1. Glimmerman, Dak can be mobile, but needs an OC to give him designed rollouts, use his motion a little. He's always been better, Glimmerman, throwing on the run. But, again, he don't want to do it, so he got his money. He was just, you got to prove me wrong, big boy. Dak is a regular season Hall of Famer. That's about it, Bruce. Who is going to be good in free agency this year? Moshers, I don't really know. I'll be honest with you. We got
I
plenty.
haven't really looked at the free agents
because they're going to just be guys that have their contracts terminated right after the year for salary cap. Ooh, nice stuff. Nice stuff. Stretched it out.
Whoa, Brian, he got stonewalled.
Yeah, he got. Yeah, that was great defense. Yeah, I don't understand that play here. I mean,
fourth down.
You could sit there, you could see that lining up that it wasn't going to work going that way, and they're going for it.
No, Ohio State need to watch the snap count. He got it.
Riley Leonard.
Quarterback sneaker.
What's going on, boys?
What's going on, Virus? How are you?
Pretty good.
Oh, I like the hair. You let it out.
I changed it up.
You let it out. Hey, game time. So you think Schottenheimer will be a good coach for us? Arturo, I don't know, man. Looks like Robert Saleh will not be the head coach. So
you guys care about Bone Fossil?
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
Dang, that upset me. Dang.
Well, if he wants to go to a losing team, heck, let him have it.
Oh, he's gonna improve it. That's his goal.
Yeah, my thing is this. My thing is Bones Fossil. I'm okay with him leaving. I'm surprised, but I'm okay because he did a lot of stuff that ticked me off. Assuming we can keep our kicker, which I assume he's staying.
No, the Tennessee Titans have always had a reputation of having good special teams coaches, and also he's the next in line. I hate that he came from Dallas, but it was a good pickup by the Titans.
Yeah. Again, that's not the end of the world, but I wish I wish Cowboys would interview the Notre Dame coach, but
I do too.
Again,
that'd be nice.
In prime time, that's what prime time Phil had said the same thing. Nice run. Nice. Sets up a 3rd and 1. So yeah, how awesome would it be if Kellen Moore turns down the Cowboys offer? Yeah, right. My thing is, I don't care what anybody says. I know Schottenheimer. I still say Kellen Moore. My money's on Kellen because they want Doug Nussmeier, unless Nussmeier's coming back without Kellen. So they really want Nussmeier back. So maybe I could see a world where Brian Schottenheimer is the coach and calls the plays, possibly, but Doug Nussmeier comes in as the offensive coordinator. And then you'll have Zimmer as the D coordinator. And Jason Witten will be in the organization doing something. Get some, because Dan Campbell was in the league how many years before he gave him a head coach? It wasn't like everybody just thinks that he came right in. That's not the case.
It was over 10 years.
10, yeah.
So do that. And again, that's not the worst case. Now, we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it from Shoddy. But again, we don't know that he can't do it either. So
I think Seattle really sparked it for him.
Yeah.
With that defense over there.
I remember Schottenheimer from his assistant coaching days. He had that good year in 2020 at Seattle when Russell Wilson had that MVP type of season.
Nice run.
Russell Wilson, he threw for close to 45 TDs and ran close to 10 touchdowns that year.
Yeah, he did good.
he was literally kicking ass that year.
Yeah, Tony Sperano. I think rest in peace too. I think he passed away.
Who's that?
Tony Sperano was the only coach that would give Dan Campbell a chance.
Yeah,
I
Tony
think
Sperano did pass.
I think. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he was on the Dallas. He was on the Dallas coaching staff.
Yeah, I liked Sperano. Yep.
Yeah, he got a coach. He got a couple of coaching rings with us.
Yep.
Well, he got a couple of ball rings with us.
I'd go for it if I'm Notre Dame.
Yep.
Got to keep it going.
The turf got him.
Yeah, I thought so, Ultra.
Yeah, that was 6 Brian. The
turf.
Yeah, the turf got him.
Turf monster.
Turf monster got him.
A little nip slip, Mike Aldon. I mean, slip. Yeah, I know Mean Metal. He hasn't signed it, but he got it. He's
And a lot more.
Look at, he has a deal in place, Mean Metal Mike.
Whoa.
Thanks, Jimbo. He has a deal in place to where his son takes over, Steve Belichick. So what'll happen is he's gonna coach this year and get the program going down the road. Look for him to come back next year or the year, after. Yeah, Ultra, the difference between Riley Leonard and Jalen Hurts, Riley Leonard, I believe, is 6'5" or 6'4". And Jalen's about 6'1".
Almost in there.
I was on the Riley Leonard. He's raw. Again, he hasn't had the targets that some of these other teams has to throw.
There you go.
He needs to sit and learn. I love the kid. So again, if you're in a situation where you're trying to angle to get Jackson Dart and he goes at the top of the second round and you lose out on him, you turn your attention to this kid. There's no. Well, you say Jay Harbaugh. That's why I was okay with having Robert Saleh and then maybe going out and get the offensive coordinator for the Jets, Mike, help me out, LaFleur.
Yeah.
So, you give me that. You give me that West Coast offense, but your quarterback is already on record. It's being leaked out that he doesn't want anything changed offensively. Dak doesn't want to have to learn a new system. So we're catering to our $60 million quarterback. I just hope he has. Wade says, I hope he can move. So, hey, Elena, how are you? Long time. Congratulations.
Be right back.
Congratulations to your Eagles, Elena. Rex Ryan as Cowboys head coach. Rex, you sexy Rexy. He hasn't coached in so long that he's more into women's feet. So I don't know about that.
A decade.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Sexy Rexy. He talks a good game, but though they definitely can win, Elena. They definitely can win. Shoddy better have an upgrade to his play calling. Yeah, I mean, he likes to run the ball more. So just know that. Just go back to what he did in Seattle with Skittles. If the Cowboys cater to Dak and he sucks next year, June 1, cut his ass. Well, that's my thing, Alter. We're kind of stuck. They're going to have to cater to him and listen to his ass because we just re-signed him. So that doesn't stop me from drafting a young one. That's all. You draft one every year until you hit. You can hit. I mean, listen, if Niners can hit with Mr. Irrelevant, we can hit. We have good luck with drafting quarterbacks. Just keep Jerry out of it. Would you trade Mike Tomlin? Would you take Mike Tomlin? I don't know, man. I like Mike Tomlin, but he hasn't. I don't know. Dak will be a statue. I don't think so, Vinny. I think he's going to work hard, but I think he's going to try and run. I mean, let's give the guy credit. I mean, he ran, and then he threw a ball, and he was obviously hurt when he threw it. You would never have known that it was it tore off the bone. So he was thrusting into bed in no time. Riley Leonard's laying it out on the field.
Brian.
I thought Randy would be here for this. Oh, God. Oh, wait, no, that was a good kick. Coffin cornered that shit. You still don't like Mahomes, mean metal? Last QB drafted in the first round won 3 Super Bowls. Go get one. Yeah. Milrow? Nah. I don't want Milrow, man. But whatever. I haven't seen enough of him. Everything I'm hearing, he's a turnover machine. So, Riley Leonard, 9 carries for 34 yards and a tutty, 3 for 5 for 31 yards. That was a long drive. That took all but 5 minutes of the first quarter. That's nuts. That was a 10-minute drive right there.
That's good.
Yes, indeed.
Sorry, I just came back out of feeding my dogs.
Oh, yeah, I fed mine. They're all passed out.
They should be tired. They run around outside, help me clean the front and backyard today. So I've been running around all day. So
Liam Cohen and Patrick Graham set for second interviews with the Jags. Lamar Jackson will win a Super Bowl, and I want to be a part of it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Lamar Jackson reminds me of Dak.
He's better than Dak, but a little bit. The
A
Chiefs
little
had
bit, with
Alex
the running game
Smith.
and being greedy, yeah.
He's just
but-
more explosive. You make a
Yeah.
mistake with him, he'll take it to the house. So, that's the thing. Dak can't do that. Again, I think he was hurt from the start of the season, Vinny Hagan. The Chiefs had Alex Smith and gave up 2 first-rounders to move up from Mahomes. Yeah, I agree. That's why if you get to that Arch Manning year and we're still in the same shitty situation with quarterback, then you got to do it.
I hope we get him.
You got to go do it. Don't let him
Grandpa
go.
said he wants him to go to Dallas. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, for that reason only, Jerry will go draft some stiff.
he'll go draft his nephew or something like that. Isn't his nephew in college or whatever?
Mean Metal?
His
Mean
grandson?
Metal? I don't think he is. What's that virus?
Isn't Jerry Jones' grandson in the NFL or
Yeah.
college?
No, he's in the organization now. So we got
I
that
thought one of them
going
was
for
playing
us.
football like his net from
Yeah. John
Stephen
Stephen.
Jones.
Yeah, John Stephen. He's in the organization now. He's done college. He never finished his college.
Oh,
because
okay.
I don't know if he graduated, but he stopped playing. I mean, he wasn't playing. He wasn't good enough to play. So I think that
that
was
sucks.
it. I think he may have graduated, but he didn't really play. Henderson with a burst.
I wouldn't mind him, Brian.
I like Henderson. I like him.
one of those type of running backs. He can break one at any time.
I want 2 rookie running backs. I want 2. Utah, give me 2. I want 2 running backs. You give me him and give me somebody else.
That one you guys like, Dart or whatever?
Yeah. It's Jackson Dart, man. If you guys want to go take a look at him, you should go look at his highlights. I know highlights are highlights, but just look at his mobility. Look at his arm. He gets the arm out. He gets the ball out quick on the run. This game might be a shootout. Yes, I agree. Cheap knockoff, Lou Holtz. Is Justin Herbert really ready for the playoffs? Mean metal? I don't believe so.
Oh, that's perfect.
He's nature, man.
Yeah, he's a beast. I wish he was coming out. He's a rookie. That's
He
why.
number red.
Yeah,
He
that's
number
why.
red shirt.
He's so much better than any other Ohio State receiver, which is why I'm kind of like, if you don't get Igbuka, you don't get Igbuka. That's fine. There's other guys.
And just think he had the red shirt last year because of Marvin Harrison Jr.
Thunder and lightning, exactly.
Man, number 4's a rookie, you said, or
Yes.
freshman?
Yeah.
Smith. Dang.
He had the red shirt because of Marvin Harrison Jr.
He's 18 years old. I
Oh,
think, or
okay.
19. Nice. Tell you one thing.
Be a top draft in a couple years then.
Notre Dame. Yeah, he'll come out after next year. He's the number 1 pick when he comes out. Unless Buckeyes moving right down the field.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look
at that.
Oh.
Man, I would love to see him in AT&T next year. I would love to see him.
Yep.
But
he's better than Judkins.
Right there.
But Stephen and Jerry, they don't like right.
Yeah, right. Boss. Yeah, I hear you.
He just needed to learn that stiff arm, man. If he would have stiff armed them, he would have got him.
Well, I like him. That's why I said I don't. Again, like Thunder and Lightning. You give me him, and you get me Dean out of Kansas. Shit, or somebody else. He's like the speed.
I like Dean out of Kansas. I think he's going to make a good receiver.
Yeah.
Or good back in the NFL.
There's different types of backs in this draft, So, like if you get a Henderson, then you need more of a physical guy, and which is why I bring up Dean,
Physical running back.
Well, like if you got Henderson, then you're looking at a guy like, you're looking at a guy like.
That was a bad snap. That was easy. That was too
Devin
easy.
Neal.
No, that wasn't food.
Stuff in the back.
And then plus, that was too much of a low snap.
I hate allergies.
And like Ultra said, maybe pair him up with that Texas Tech running back. That Taj Brooks, I think it is.
Yeah, Taj Brooks.
He's 5'10", 230, a 5-year player at Lubbock. He's proven to be a durable, consistent force. He's a bowling ball, bouncing off of contact, So you have a guy like that. Pair him up with a Travion Henderson. Sorry, Rico, you got to go. To keep Malik Davis around, I'm good.
Oh, tripped over herself.
Yeah, well, he got the first though.
No, he's
That's all
third and two
matters.
right now. Oh yeah, you guys are ahead of me.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I got 25 on the game tonight.
Look at you, big man.
Exactly. Will Howard's going to be a good quarterback in the NFL too.
Indeed.
Is he coming out this year? Has he declared yet?
I believe he is. I'm not positive, but let me see. Will Howard.
End of one. Boy, this has been a fast
that's
quarter.
what I said. Yes, he's coming out. He is coming out.
Coming out. Coming out of the closet.
I'm coming out.
So who do you guys have winning?
I picked Ohio State.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I think it's gonna be a close game.
It will be.
I really don't care, to be honest with you.
I have no clue. I don't watch. I just, yeah. I want to watch more college next year. I need to.
I'm not even sure how much I would win on this one.
Really?
Yeah. It was that prize picks that I did.
I think my stuff should be here tomorrow, I think. Let me see.
Oscar, the spread before the game was 8.5. It had been up as high as 9. Hey, Clemente.
Clemente's in the house. What's up, man? Watch out for Nebraska in next few seasons. They're building up for a national title run. Really mean metal. I believe on Monday we will hear that we hired Kellen or the Cowboys request to interview Cliff Kingsbury. Oh my God. Kellen's coming. Fucking Kellen.
No, please, no.
No.
I don't think they've interviewed him yet.
Who's that?
I don't think they can yet because he's.
No, they can't.
Can they?
Who's that?
Nope. He's still playing for the Eagles.
Kellen.
They already interviewed him.
They already interviewed him.
Yeah, for 3 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, they interviewed him.
Yeah, it was,
we interviewed.
Well, no more than 3 hours. It could have been 20 minutes. Who the hell knows?
Oh, Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack interviewed him Friday.
I didn't think they could.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That because he's still.
Wow. That be here May the 1st. Metallica.
Oh, Metallica, the band?
Yeah, they be here. Them and Pantera, they're on the world tour.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. I wonder if they're going to go to Sac State or Sacramento. I had to take my dad and my uncle to that.
Randy!
Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
We were worried about
Randy.
Good.
We were worried about you. I'm like, Randy, where's Randy at?
I was heating up frozen gumbo before.
You're allowed. You're allowed to do that. I'm like, man.
Hey, it was good.
Yeah.
Notre Dame looked like they showed up.
Indeed.
Riley looks good.
Whoa! Whoa, they tricked
He
him.
did a Tyreek Hill piece.
They tricked the hell out of that Notre Dame defense. Jeremiah Smith.
Number 2-pointer right out of 2. Number 29 was like, look at him. He's gonna get the ball. He's gonna get the ball. But I don't know why he ran the wrong way.
Oh,
that was nice.
You really can't blame nobody. You really can't blame nobody in Notre Dame defense. That was just
Good play call.
good.
No, that was a great play call because he thought he was gonna go like do a little jet sweep. Instead, he came back and just.
You know, it was just one of them things where the coaches said they saw something.
Gray.
Yeah, they saw something in that Notre Dame.
He was over there he was over there jumping up and down like, dude, he's gonna do something. Nice. It's a ball game, folks.
Yep.
Peace.
Okay, now.
7 love.
No, it's 7-7, not 7 love. 7 love means it's 7-0.
Oh, I thought. Hold on, what's 7-7 or what's tied then? Would it be just 7? Talking, tennis, I guess.
Yeah, I can't remember what tennis is for a tie. I think they just say.
I know they don't say 7-7. I think that they do say something like 7.
Maybe deuce. I don't know.
I think deuce, 7 deuce.
Yeah.
Like my freshman year or something like that. I got really into it for a while. We had a tennis court right down the street.
And yeah, I was wrong about Kellen. He did interview Friday. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I thought they couldn't. 7-all. Yeah, not deuce. 7-all.
Oh, 7-all. Oh,
yeah.
Thank you, whoever answered that. Thank you.
That was Vinny.
Thank you, Vinny.
40-all. That's right. Deuce is a tie.
Well, then it'll be 7-7 because it's tied right now. 7. So
yeah,
7
it's
deuce would be
7-all.
right.
7-all.
Or 7-all. Then.
I don't know. They have deuce in tennis, do they?
I like I said, it was like my freshman year that I got to it. Really, it's been so long. But I thought it's that, or is that not golf? I guess
deuce. Yeah, you have a deuce in golf, I believe.
Then that's where I think I've heard deuce in. I've never been golfing, so
Deuce is part of tennis.
Is it part of tennis?
Yeah, I play golf. Deuce is part of tennis. That means you're tied.
I thought 7-all was. I thought the all was tied.
Not that I'm aware of, but I don't know. Not that I'm aware of.
Let's see.
I know deuce in tennis is you're tied. Love is the other person doesn't have 0.
Huh.
They would make sense.
Yeah, deuce refers to a tie score of 40-40 or 40-all.
Yes. Well, I'm not happy about the new news I'm hearing today. Schottenheimer.
You're not?
Yeah.
Well, Brian, I don't know what to think anymore.
I know.
One day you hear this, the next day you hear that. Are they just trying to stay cheap, or is that what they're doing? I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Well, it seems like they're catering to their quarterback. That's what you're hearing. I'm not here to hammer Dak. I'm just saying Dak's on record that he doesn't want a new system. You just re-signed Dak Prescott. So it has to be either Kellen or Schottenheimer. That's who it's going to be. You see where you got Saleh is going in for a second interview in Jacksonville.
Oh, or is he?
And
So,
somebody else.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's getting it, but just think of this for a
usually
second.
if you get a second interview.
Think of this for a second. I'm not saying from our perspective, but from Robert Saleh's perspective, it might be a better gig to go to Jacksonville.
Yeah, because he could call a shot.
You could run the show. I mean, you'll get fired in 2 years, but then you could dip back. I mean, they're not ran very well, but let's be honest. Are we? I mean.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean,
which one would you rather go for?
If I'm him, I'd rather go to Jacksonville and be able to do everything.
Isaac at 7 apiece right now.
Yeah.
They're tied at 7.
Well, Bones Fossil, he went to
Tennessee.
Yep.
And the longer they wait, they're going to lose a coach here and there.
Exactly.
No, I don't know what's on the Joneses' mind, dude. Do somebody got a gun stuck to their head down there or what?
No, there is no gun. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
He's
just
going crazy.
frustrating.
He's in a
I ain't gonna
madhouse.
lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is frustrating. That's why I'm a little down today.
What I'm saying is, do somebody got a gun up to their head telling them, "Oh, if you hire this coach, we're gonna blow your head off."
Oh, jeez.
Or
he's a hostage. You're saying?
I believe Steven is making all these calls.
I don't know who's out there that they could get.
Or if you hire this coach, somebody in your film is gonna be kidnapped.
The mafia. The NFL mafia is going to happen. That's what's happening.
Not the NFL gods.
The NFL gods. Jimmy Johnson hired somebody.
7-7. We got a great game here. This is all we wanted.
Yeah, it is.
This is all we wanted.
Yep.
Are they playing at the AT&T Stadium?
No, they're playing down in Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. Oh, okay.
Mercedes-Benz.
Oh. Yeah, they're playing.
That was
It is
a NFL championship.
Yeah, it was.
Played by.
Well, it used to be across the street from where the Georgia Dome used to be. On Peachtree Boulevard. Because I used to go down there all the time.
Is the Georgia Dome still standing?
No, that's down.
It's down?
It's down. They blew that down.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Dirty. Welcome in.
Whoa. Dropping the laundry.
Oh, start.
Man, these refs look totally different on here. Oh no, the NFL refs, dude, they're ripped. They're big.
You're talking about the NFL refs.
Yeah.
False start.
Oh, man, they jacked.
They're jack, man. I'm like, what?
Yeah, especially Ed Hockley's son. Man.
Is that who it is? He kind of flexes when he wants to. He's like first down.
First down and his bicep.
Yeah, his biceps right there. I'm like, dude.
Oh man. Oh, but it's
I guess they got to be as strong as these players or something to push them out of the way or something.
Probably man downfield, probably.
Yeah.
Ineligible, yeah.
He got around pretty good though in the backfield there. Riley scrambled pretty good.
Oh.
Holding.
Oh, boy, they're going the wrong way.
2nd and 25. Yeah, right there.
Holding.
Oh yeah, he was holding
offense.
his. Yeah. Oh, that was blatantly right there. You could.
That's one of the
Come
guys
on.
you want to draft. Williams.
Come from Ohio State.
Yep.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, he is.
This is where I say, like Ohio State,
stop
they
it.
like Ohio State plays with their food.
Second in a country mile.
They're
I don't
going
know
to
if he would
start.
have cut to the left, man. I think he would have been open, but he just ran into the
There
wall.
he is.
Yeah,
There he is.
Yeah, Ohio State
That's-
plays with their food too much early in the game. Instead of just, it seems like
What do
they
you think,
always get off
Thomas?
to a slow start.
Yeah.
Number 44. That's what we was talking about, Brian. That defensive end for Ohio State.
Oh yeah,
JTT.
oh yeah, yeah.
He's
Two
gonna
of them
start-
allow.
JTT.
Yeah, I just drafted
Some
him
more
in one of my mocks.
Yeah, I took him in one of mine too.
I think he's going to go ahead of Sawyer, but it'll be close.
I do too.
Yeah,
He's been a
actually
starter.
got-
since
he's got a bum ankle right now. It's heavily wrapped for tonight's game. So whatever he does, yeah, Tumalau. So whatever he's doing, just know it's his left ankle, I believe.
Yeah, he's been a starter since day one.
Man, I love Sawyer too. He reminds me. He just has that TJ Watt in him. Just how he looks to me, and I just don't want to pass up on a guy if he's there or even Tumalau. I'm good with that too.
He
you
looks
know?
like TJ Watt.
Right.
Yeah, no, don't be
But
passing.
you know what I mean? He looks like him because he's just his build, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He even plays like
Yeah.
Watt.
Yeah, Sawyer was definitely in there, Vinny.
What
It's a
did it
flag.
take the Lions coach to get a job, did it?
Not at
No.
all. And the other one's going to get a job too.
Yeah, I know it.
So again, this is where we talk about take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hurts will be fine. He's going to play, Vinny. Yeah, what was I saying?
We were talking about the
Taking
Detroit
advantage.
coaches taking advantage of what's going on right now.
Oh yeah.
Of the coaching staff, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be able to win while you have your guys. Now, Detroit, it's going to get harder. You know, you got a harder schedule. You're going to lose both of your coordinators.
Yeah, they're going to look like a whole different team next year, I think.
Yeah,
Good
because
luck.
Detroit is playing against Detroit's playing against the AFC North this year and the NFC East. So it's going to get hard this year for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just saw their schedule last night. Somebody, my cousin, he live in Detroit, as a matter of fact. He posted Detroit's 2025 schedule. The only difference is, got the teams, but the dates are not set. The dates probably
That won't
set.
come out till April.
Yeah, April or May.
Yeah, May.
Yeah.
They come out after the draft.
Yep.
Because they did Dallas is like that. Because we're playing the NFC North and we're playing the NFC North, the
AFC West.
Yeah.
The AFC West. Thank you. The AFC West.
Because I want to start saving money and see if I can't go to that Raiders Cowboys game down in Vegas.
Yeah, that
That'd
would
be
be a
awesome.
nice one to go. I bet that sucker's going to be expensive to get tickets there.
What's that? The Dallas Raiders game?
Dallas Raiders.
What's up, Daniel? What's going on,
I
bro?
don't think it's as expensive as Dallas's games, but it's in that rate,
Brad Holmes knows how to draft. Detroit is a good hands.
Mark Doyle is watching the game. That's why
yeah,
he's
yeah,
not
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he's focused in on the game.
Hopefully
Me and my
here.
cousin, we're talking about going to that game in Vegas. The only thing we hope for is a game that's played early in the year.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll get the lay of the land, see what tickets are and all that. Ultra Ham and Game Time from Rams, two of the best right now. Him and GM from the Rams.
That's true, Daniel. I agree.
Again, Dallas's market was different from everybody else's because we don't feel the need to, at least.
Thanks, Ultra.
We don't feel the need to talk to the smartest minds because,
No.
our owners think, our management thinks that we're the smartest people in the room and we're going to do what we're going to do. Sometimes you learn something.
They said that on ESPN today, exactly what you're saying.
Oh, really?
Yes, they said, here's the coaching positions right here, and they laid it out, and then we're going to put Dallas over here on the left because they do their own thing.
Yeah, they're too good for everybody else. Mark Hudson, thank you, sir.
Yeah, they think they're the smartest thing in the room, but they end up doing the dumbest shit.
Yeah, they do.
They end up doing the dumbest shit at the end of the day, and that's what pissed me off about them.
But it's got all the fans upset right now.
Yeah.
What do we have to look forward to? Another year of the same type stuff?
I think Solo may be off the table there, Daniel.
He almost stripped that ball.
If he goes second time for
that.
Jacksonville, he's probably going to get that job.
Say that again, Randy.
If Sala goes to the second time interview at Jacksonville, he's probably going to get the job.
Supposedly Jacksonville's interviewing a few people or a couple people multiple times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good though. That's good.
It is good for. I mean,
because what I'm hoping for in Robert Saleh is I'm hoping that one of them get the head coaching job and he get the DC job. That's what I'm hoping.
Nice catch.
Yeah.
You have to think about this from Robert Saleh's point of view. Robert Saleh's point of view is this. This may, if I fail my next job, I may not get another one for a long time. So he has to be very picky of where he goes. So,
right.
If he goes to the Jags, the bar is a lot lower than if he goes to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't you think?
Well, look at it this way.
Momo,
if he
what's
goes
up?
to the
Thank
Jags,
you.
two of the teams were the worst teams in football this year, and they were one of them. The Jags and both the Tennessee Titans. So he can make up a lot of games this year just by being at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
And they've got a lot of nice young players there too, and they've got a quarterback.
What's up, West Virginia?
But Randy, my thing is it'd be good if Jerry was to get him in as the DC because say for an example, everybody was talking about Shoddy today, Lil Shoddy.
Yeah.
If he don't get it done, who's on standby?
Well, I heard today that the 49ers are trying to offer Saleh a lot of money just to be the defensive coordinator. That's what I heard today. So if they've offered him a lot of money, if he don't get a coaching job, he's probably going to go back to San Francisco.
Interesting.
Yeah, I kind of heard that too.
Okay, here we go. 7-7, 3rd and 5 for Ohio State.
Nice.
You gotta, it's wide open there. You gotta take it.
Yeah.
Daniel, I think it's gonna drag out for as long as they need it to.
Art Alexander, hey, from Tucson, Arizona. I wish I was in Arizona right now, Art. Salute to you, bro. Welcome to the show.
But Randy, Robert Saleh's probably looking at this too. You don't fired your last two DCs.
Yeah.
Why would I want to take a job if you don't fire your last two DCs and they didn't last but a year or two? I don't want to be in that situation.
Well,
I don't want to get because I don't want to get fired again because that's gonna put my resume up.
Well, it's like Brian said, though, if he goes and gets a head coaching job and he doesn't do good, it could be a while before he gets another chance.
That's the thing. You need to be very careful.
Yeah, you got to make sure you're in the right spot.
Yeah,
where you
got-
want to
And
be.
that's another reason why I said you may want to slow your roll a little bit, take another DC job, get your breath.
Like Buka. I would say this,
Have a nice-
Thomas. In my opinion, if I can get the Jacksonville job, you got a franchise quarterback who's young. You have Ryan Thomas. You have some weapons. You know, you got some young talent on that team, and they only won what?
Hold on for a second.
And they're drafting what, third or fourth?
Yeah, so I just think that's a more attractive job right now. Dallas comes with a
do
lot
too.
of pressure. You got that hard schedule that you got to play this year. You have to go up against the Eagles, who might be a Super Bowl champion, an up and coming Washington team. Whereas if you are coaching Jacksonville, who you going up against? Houston, okay. Tennessee,
And that's
okay. You know, so
and the Colts, and that's it. I mean, there's not really powerhouses there.
exactly. So I mean, I hate to say that, but that's kind of how you have to look at it from Robert Saleh. If he's offered that Jacksonville job, you take it. You take it, and you.
I agree.
It's
You
not
take
even
it and
close.
run.
Yep.
Yeah, because you're going to get to make your calls there. You're not going to get to make your calls here.
Yeah. Only
I mean, let's put it where it's at.
This is why I was telling you that Dion will be perfect for Dallas, because not many people are going to be able to be successful in Dallas. He's used to that life. He's used to having a microphone. He's used to playing under this scrutiny. Mike McCarthy, he could say all he wants. He hated the fact that every time he went in front of the cameras, there was literally 15 cameras in front of him and 30 reporters. He hated it. You know? I mean, he didn't like that. So Dion's used to it. He was born and raised since he was in college, you know, so.
Well, Dion likes being in front of the camera. Let's face it. He likes the limelight.
Yeah, he doesn't have a problem with it.
And he handles it excellent.
You know, and that's right up Jerry's alley, too.
That's why I'm surprised they're not really going that route, but, you know.
I am too.
Yeah, they're going to overthink this thing is what they're going to do. They're going to overthink it. You know, maybe Dion. See, I would say this. I'm not a big fan of Dion's, you know, like OC. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe they said, listen, you know, who the hell knows? Maybe Jerry's told Dion, hey, Dion, if you come, that's great. But, you know, we want to have Brian Schottenheimer be the offense coordinator. You know, we don't know what takes place. Maybe that's why there was never nothing offered, because Dion said, nah, I want my own guys, you know, and then Jerry, you know. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, and
We don't know behind the
and
doors,
it goes back to what I was saying earlier. ESPN don't even know, and they say put Dallas over here because they do their own thing, and everybody else does it like it's supposed
I
to be
agree,
done.
Michael Dana. I agree. And I'm not here saying he's the best, Mike. I'm saying he's the one that could, I believe, that could, you know, actually thrive in this environment. Not many people can. And, I mean, people get swallowed up by this media. It's just not for everybody. And prime time would embrace it. So, you know, that's kind of why I'm surprised that he's not here, to be honest with you. We're only talking money, people. And Ben Johnson is reported of first year of 13 mil. So it's not as much as
That's what I figured. I thought it was going to be between 10 and 15, so 13 makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, they already did the money thing?
Well, just the first year was kind of leaked, and it's around 13 mil. So, you know, maybe Dion doesn't want to be here. Vinny, we already heard from a source close to Dion that if he was offered the job, he would take it. You got to realize his sons are gone. He has no ties to Colorado.
No, he doesn't.
No, he don't have no
He still
ties
has
to
a house
Colorado.
in Dallas. I mean,
they're gonna wait till the last moment like they did.
I mean, I don't know.
It's all media. They like that media.
They need to have
they
a
like
coach
being
in
talked
place.
about. They like to be, you know, they think bad media is good
The
media.
only two places Dion got ties to is the Cowboys,
Jacob,
and the Florida State
Falcons,
call.
49ers, the Raiders.
They call. He going straight home to Tallahassee.
Jacob Lemaster says, I just worry about Dion and Jerry Jones' ego.
I don't.
I don't.
I don't either.
Jerry
I
Jones.
think
don't.
they'd work
Yep.
together real good.
Yep. Dion respects Jerry and vice
Yep.
versa. So
Yeah, vice versa. I think. Yeah.
I think that's a
Yeah,
not many people
that's
have
just-
Jerry's ear like Dion does. That's just
No.
a
yeah,
fact.
that there.
They can't hire him more until the off season's over. Yeah. Ultra
And then plus, you gotta look at it like this. Dion saved Jerry in '95.
Yes, he
Dion
did.
saved
Yes, he did.
'95.
Everybody forgets
And
when Dion actually got here. Dion came after our heyday.
After we-
We won
Yeah,
our
he
two.
came after San Francisco beat us
Yes,
in '94.
correct. And he won with Switzer as the coach.
Right. And I'll tell you this right now,
Ooh.
knowing what I know, Jimmy would have never let
Ooh.
Dion go to the
Touchdown.
49ers.
Touchdown
He-
Judkins.
He would have jumped all over Dion. We'd have 4 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we would have. If we would have had one in '94, we would have been one of the greatest teams of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But
Kiss
their
my
MO,
ass.
their MO is to hire Schottenheimer. That's their MO.
That's
Or-
what, yeah, I agree.
Or bring in a Kellen Moore. That's their MO.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Kellen has a little bit more leverage than Schottenheimer. You know, I think.
Well, he's been a official coordinator before. Let's face it, Schottenheimer wasn't calling the plays here.
No, but
He was kind of like a figurehead. I really don't know what he was doing. Maybe a quarterback's coach.
so, you know.
I just wish we would go into this off season feeling good about what's going on instead of
Yeah.
being murky waters, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
Cliff Kingsbury, don't sleep on him, says Ultra.
Yeah. I
14-7,
agree.
Ohio State. Judkins looking
Yeah.
strong. As soon as you heard me say I like a Travion Henderson better. It's funny.
Judkins does catch the ball good out of the backfield too.
Well, here we go. Bleacher Report. This is breaking news here. Nothing's happening, but they're talking about what we're talking about, everybody. And here it is. Debating Schottenheimer, Moore, and Kingsbury. So that's where we're at.
Yep.
You know, that's where we're at. And they're saying ideal hire would be one of those three. And now another rumor has just come out. Eagles OC, the front runner right now for Dallas head coaching position. Moore is Cowboys' top choice. So again, whatever.
Yeah.
No, you know, I mean, I said this a month ago, so this is, you know, when, or right, not a month ago, but right after.
No more. No more.
We're in quicksand right now, Bruce. I wouldn't call it water.
Yeah. And we're
down-
sinking fast.
Yeah, we just went past our knees. We're locked in right now. So
I'm just going to say it better. We're on the damn Titanic and we're fixing to hit the freaking
right
iceberg.
now, right now I'm
that sounds
singing
much
my
better,
ass
yeah.
off. Randy's, playing. I mean, we're just sitting there playing our instruments right now as it's going down with the ship.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I tell you, it would be a beautiful day if Kellen Moore get the Jacksonville job.
Mike McCarthy was Jack. He slid into a cold abyss. And
I bet he
Jerry's,
gets New Orleans job.
Yeah, I think he might get. Well, I think he might get squeezed out too. But he could get New Orleans job. But I think that Aaron Glenn is going to go to the
Yeah,
Jets.
he
right.
He very
Maybe?
well could. He very well
Aaron
could.
Glenn
Yeah.
goes to the Jets. I don't know.
It's something.
He's the next
It's gonna
coach
come-
that's going to get signed. He's the next coach. You watch.
It's gonna come down. It's gonna come down. But it's gonna come down between him and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Ultra.
Unless
He brings up a good point. You remember Dan Quinn was not Washington's first choice. They wanted Ben Johnson, I believe. I think that's who they
Oh,
wanted.
did they?
And Ben Johnson said, "Hell nah.
Mhm.
Nah, 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 nah. Hell to the nah." So that's what happened there. And then Dan Quinn jumped at the at the job.
Yeah. And I would have too. I mean, you can't blame him.
I do all this
No,
for this
you
Dallas
can't blame
football.
I know, David. I hear you.
And the
More being
Raiders
bowled
don't have
out.
anybody right now either.
They're
no.
coachless too, yeah.
Yeah, Oscar says more being bailed out by Barkley. He left Dallas. Dak had no MVP season. He left Chargers. Herbert had best year. Yep, I know. Again, I don't hate Kellen Moore. I don't know, man. It's just not who I want. I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I just don't. It is what it is.
We've seen that what he could do with the weapons we
I
have
told
already.
Wade.
It won't work out.
Wade thinks that they are smarter than they are. I mean, again, he gives them way too much credit. Not that they're not smart, but they don't have the balls to do the daring thing anymore. The daring thing would be to go outside of the organization or bring somebody that doesn't have any ties to them. They ain't doing that. That's not how they do business. So that's how you got to look at the albatross that is Dak Prescott. They just signed him. So you got to get a Dak Prescott friendly guy.
A lot of drinks up there. There's a lot of drinks up there.
Yeah,
I
they have
agree
not
with you
interviewed
on that.
McCarthy. McCarthy may be squeezed out, Ultra. He may get squeezed out. Maybe Cohen goes to the Saints. Glenn goes to the Jets.
I like. Well, Glenn could go to either the Jets or the Saints. 'Cause, he's from Houston,
Yeah.
so either place he could go to because he played for the Jets too.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Who
he's
was
going
that?
to the Jets.
Come on,
He played for the
man.
Jets for what, 6 years or 8 years, something like that.
Yeah, he played there a while.
Didn't he start with the Jets? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he started with the Jets, but he went to the Oilers for a while.
Yeah, because he was their first round draft choice. He was all in Texas A&M.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sure was.
I mean, Ultra says that Bobby Bell is Dak mouthpiece. He does nothing. He does his bidding like Jory Epstein does. I would say this, I think Bobby's a very smart man, but I don't understand how he can't see that a leader of men is not Kellen Moore. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes, do you think Dan Quinn is? You can say whatever you want. Dan Quinn has been very successful. I mean, Dan Campbell has been very successful. Yeah, he's getting to championship games, and he doesn't really call plays or anything. So,
Randy,
I need a leader.
He took him from a 1-15 team to the championship game last year.
He missed his chart. Damn.
Ooh, that was close. That was close. That could have been a game changer there.
Dude, if 44 would have seen that and got the ball, that could have been a pick six.
You got to know where you're at on the field like that.
Yeah.
You would think the quarterback would say something, like a cadence or something.
Wait till he gets by you.
Yeah, or something.
That seemed fluky though. That was fluke.
Notre Dame better stop them this drive though, or it could get out of hand.
Game time. Where does McCarthy go if the Jags, Jets, and Raiders get head coaches?
He goes home.
Nowhere. He goes home. He stays in Dallas. He doesn't need money. His kids finish their schooling, and maybe he gets a shot down the road. It might be the end of McCarthy.
He goes to Pittsburgh Steelers.
Maybe when Pittsburgh lets somebody go, that would be a good spot.
You say that, but that could happen.
Yeah, because that's where he's from. Yep.
Yeah, he is from Pittsburgh.
And Tomlin, I hear they're not happy with Tomlin right now.
To me, it's the same guy, except Tomlin's more of a motivator. I'd rather have Tomlin just because he fires his players up.
Me too.
That's just me. But
me too.
I don't have much to back that up other than 12 straight winning seasons. Yeah, I get it. They haven't won. He's lost 6 straight playoff games. I get it. So but every time I think of Quinn, I think of 28-3. Yeah, exactly. Statland is not leaving the Eagles. Drew and Robert have said that yesterday. Well, Drew doesn't know. He doesn't want them. What do you mean he's not leaving? He don't want him.
Drew don't know. Drew way out in Long Beach, California. Shit.
I don't think he's leaving either, just because of his age, and he's just going to ride it out there. But I mean, what do I know?
Come on, Kelly Moore.
If Kellen can come and bring Stoughton with him, then I'm on board.
Yeah.
Stoughton, you baby, come on now. That's like the bat signal. You will hear. Drew will be here any minute. Stoughton, they coming. Stoughton is never leaving the Eagles. His son, Mailata, is in his prime. Never say never.
Yeah.
You never know. If he's offered a lot of money and an offensive coordinator gig, he gone.
That was a nice throw.
That wasn't. He was under pressure too.
Yeah.
That guy just unloaded on him too.
Cause
Throws a little smile to us. I think that's his mom. He threw a smile to his mom. Hey, mom, that's for you.
You know, Brian. My thing on Kellen is, how many teams don't interviewed him in the last 3 or 4 year period?
I don't know. Tell me. I don't know.
You don't been interviewed by all these teams.
I thought it was Boise
and on top of that, you have been interviewed by your alma mater, and they didn't even want you. It's
Well, the rumor is Dallas. Dallas offered him more money to come back. I don't know. I think Dallas said that to make him not look so bad. But whatever. I mean, he's not. I don't hate Kellen Moore. That's where I think I don't hate him. I just wanted something different, but we're not getting anything different.
Yeah.
We're getting the same.
I wanted somebody to come in here and change the offense up. I don't want the same old stagnant ass offense. That's my problem. Yeah. I don't want the same plays being called.
Who should
be new blood
Cowboys replace on the O-line if Zach Martin retires? Brock or Bass or something else? Well, Jacob, you have options. You got Brock Hoffman, or you could move Brock to center and have BB go to guard, or if the draft falls a certain way, you can have Banks and you slide him right into guard, and you keep Brock Hoffman as that backup at center and guard. So you have a lot of options. So, I know Broadus and them think that, or at least Broadus thinks that Hoffman is not is not a 16 or whatever 17 game guy. He's more of a backup. So, I don't know that. I don't have access to all the film, and I see what I see. I like what I see, but I think he's kind of right. I think he's kind of limited in what he can do, but he's very good for a 4 or 5 game span. But up against the big boys, I think he gets a little bit overwhelmed. But I want him on my team.
Darn, Randy, this second quarter has been kind of lengthy.
Yeah, the first quarter flew. Yeah, the first quarter flew by because Notre Dame had the freaking ball for almost 10 minutes.
Yeah. Didn't that? You wouldn't think that with them having the ball for almost 10 minutes in the first quarter, man, did something to them. Think that?
It could have been. I don't know. I think what happened is Ohio State made the adjustments to do what they're. That's what a good football team does. They make adjustments.
Yeah. That's what I'm kind of saying. They wouldn't you think they may have had the ball a little too long to the point that Ohio State made the right adjustment?
They could have.
And Ohio State's been kicking ass ever since. That'll kind of make you wonder. But carry on.
Well, my question to Ultra and everybody else is, with Ben Johnson off the board, what's next for the Raiders?
I believe it's they're going to go after
I have a weird one.
Glenn, I think they're going to try to get Glenn.
Well,
Who is your
Maybe
weird
Todd
one?
Monken, Steve Spagnuolo. I'm looking at Pro Football Talk.
He's the
Steve,
guy that I'm surprised nobody's talking about is
Pete Carroll,
Spagnola.
Vance Joseph. You know, I'm kind of thinking a guy, maybe like a Joe Brady, who was,
From Buffalo,
you
the
know,
coordinator.
yeah.
They're going to do something. I mean, but the Raiders are kind of like the Cow. Well, I can't say that anymore because Tom
Maybe
Brady's
Cliff
making a lot of
Kingsbury.
the calls.
Maybe
Could
Cliff
be.
Kingsbury. You know,
It
somebody
could
like that.
be.
You know, something like that. I mean, again, Raiders, you have a top pick. You have some pieces, but you got Max Crosby saying he needs to know the plan because he's already talking that there's no more guaranteed money on his deal. So he wants a new contract. He's 27 years old.
Mhm.
He wants to redo a deal. So it's either going to be here or most likely a trade. I think it's most likely Max Crosby is going to be traded.
I do
So
too, because right now
Yeah.
they don't have the team to, that's what you have to look at. I mean, they don't have a lot of great players
I would
on
love
that.
a Daniel M if that was the case. Yeah.
What come
They
to
traded
Dallas?
Mac like
Nah,
nothing.
he's saying, what if it was a ploy to make us think it's Kellen Moore, but we're really getting Dion. I don't think Jerry. Not that he's not that smart, but he doesn't really care what the fans think at this point. He only cares
Well,
about ratings and us talking about him. He don't really care.
yeah. If you wanted to hire Dion, he would have already did it because then the freaking hype would be going through the roof right now.
Hey Logan, how are you?
Or Randy, who's to say if he's trying to get all these stages done by interviewing a minority coach and all of that, and interviewing these coaches that are out there for coaching openings, and then he'd be like, "Well, I already don't hollered at everybody. Let me go in my pocket and get my cell phone right quick. Call Boulder, Colorado, and tell Dion the plan to be in Denver International at such o'clock tomorrow to let him know that come on down here to Dallas. We get the press conference together, and he'd be the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. It could be that.
Yeah.
They
But
did
I'm
talk
just
on the phone for a minute. I bet he did say something like that. Or he could say something like that. Go talk to who you need to talk to.
There is a
Interview who
rumor
you need
about
to
Jeff
interview.
Statland out there, everybody, just to let you know. Bobby brings up he was re-signed. Yeah, he was re-signed as the run game coordinator and offensive line coach.
Who is that?
Jeff Stoutland, but they cannot stop him if he wants to go and be a coordinator somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I saw a rumor where Seattle is looking at him for their offensive coordinator job. So he ain't coming to Dallas, but don't ever say ever. You never. If I'm Kellen Moore, Randy and Thomas and Troy, if I'm Kellen Moore, knowing what he's watching right in front of his own eyes with the job that Jeff Stoutland's doing, maybe, just maybe, because he knows he's got to compete against that very team twice a year that's going to a Super Bowl most likely. Sorry, Commando fans. I think the Eagles are winning. So
I do too.
What better way than to take Doug Nussmeier, who has a home in Dallas, whose son is going to be the starter in LSU as a quarterback, and he has another son that's in high school in DFW area, and bring Jeff Stoutland. That's a possibility.
Makes more sense. I didn't think about it the way you just explained that.
Well, I mean, think about it. You're going to bring, you're going to take away from the Eagles.
Whoa!
And also, nice catch. That's Henderson, too. Oh, he dropped it? Or no?
He dropped it, but
dropped
the pick.
But just, he's watching what Stoutland's doing with that run game in Philly. I know they got beasts, but that's a good play by the defender, though. I'm not.
It was.
So don't say never, Bobby.
They pulled at the ball.
If that happens, and we can get Nussmeier and Stoutland to come, then I'll welcome Kellen with open arms. But anything short of that, I'm not interested in Kellen. But I am seeing a Stoutland for offensive coordinator with Seattle. is on the table. So if you win
That's
a Super
another
Bowl,
coach.
Philly, he gone maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But Brian,
He's only 62. He's younger than I thought.
But Brian, if we bring any coach in here, I don't care who it is, and we bring in Robert Saleh as the DC, I won't be messed up with it. I'm not
Jimbo.
messed up with it. I'll not be messed up with it because if it's somebody like, ooh, look at Henderson. If it's somebody like,
He tried.
if it's somebody like Kellen Moore or,
well,
hell, it don't matter who it is. And they, like I said, and you bring in Robert Saleh to DC, I won't be messed up with it because,
he
like
ain't
I said
coming here as
earlier,
DC though. He's not.
No.
get fired. You already got a head coach. You already got a head coach
I
on
gotta let my
standby with
dog
Robert.
out.
But that's just wishful thinking by me. That's just wishful thinking. But I'm gonna put this receipt in this drawer just in case it happened. And if it do, I just open up this drawer and pull out that receipt and let anybody know what all I said on championship night. But as of right now, it's just wishful thinking. Oh, now that's who haven't had a catch tonight. Ibuka.
No, he had a catch.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, earlier he had a catch.
Yeah, man. If Ohio State score a touchdown on this, man, Notre Dame, they gonna have one hell of a hill to climb.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah, I said yeah.
Oh. Oh, God.
Oh, wide open. The Junkins, whoever, I think that's who you're talking about.
Yeah, they're back. Judkins.
Bron.
Lamar. I bet Loyal's happy right now.
Yeah, he probably is. Good for him.
Loyal, give me a thumbs up if you're happy, bro. DB's in the chat.
All right, sorry. Dogs are
There's
let
a lot
out.
of green up in there.
Yeah, there
Sorry,
is.
what?
Mouse. No. Mouse, I'm not here saying Statlin's definitely leaving. I'm just saying they're rumors. And the better you are as a team, he's only a passing game run game coordinator. That's all he is. If
he left his man.
He could go. So I'm not predicting him going. I'm saying, I'm just saying.
Why wouldn't he go if he had the opportunity to upgrade his job? I mean, that's just
Eagles will throw money at him to keep him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to go. But quite frankly, he loves being in Philly. But we never thought. I'm just looking back at our great team. We never thought we would lose certain people, and the people left. So, I don't know. Is Statlin a West Coast guy? Maybe Seattle is a good fit for him. Yeah, maybe he wants to run it'd be the OC. Schottenheimer wasn't he? So, loyal cowboy, what's up, brother? I know you. It's looking good, man. Looking good for you. Yeah, LeBron James. I'm sorry, I can't even look at him anymore.
Yeah, he's
I'm sorry,
a little
man.
bit.
He's just
He's fake.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Fake. Nobody cares about. Well, I'll be nice. I'm not going to hammer him, but
I know.
I'll piss somebody off. So I'll be nice. But sorry, I'm not a LeBron James fan. Let's leave it at that.
I used to be. I'm not anymore.
Nope. Sometimes these athletes think that we need to hear like what they got to think. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Yeah, just play the game. You're not a world leader. Shut the hell up. Put the oil away. I need my Cowboys let me down this year. I need this. My Cowboys let me down. I hear you, Loyal. I hear you. Exactly, Mouse. That too.
Oh, there we go, Loyal.
MJ's the GOAT. All right, we got halftime, 21-7. Big time lead, Ohio State. I think we kind of
knew.
Well, we know that the better talent is on that side of the ball, but Notre Dame has found a way to come back.
And I hope they do, but I just don't see it. I just think they're outmanned.
Yeah.
If you remember throughout the college, Notre Dame has come back from deficits to win.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks. Yeah, I'm almost at 50. I need another 7 likes.
5.
Marcus Freeman getting head coach offers from NFL teams. Again, time thoughts on that? Marcus Freeman. He should get interviews at the very least.
Yeah, I like him.
Chicago. I heard that Chicago was going to interview him, but that ship done sailed. That ship sailed today when they.
Now I wonder. I would imagine that Chicago. I guess they met the Rooney Rule, right? I mean, who did they? I mean, I don't know who they.
Eddie Jordan.
Eddie
they
Jordan.
interviewed Eddie Jordan.
That's such bullshit.
They interviewed him Friday.
Okay, that's one. You got to interview 2. So I don't know. Whatever. Maybe Robert Saleh. Did he? I don't know that he interviewed with Chicago.
I don't know either.
I don't know. So
I wasn't really paying attention to who
neither.
Chicago was interviewing, to be honest. Well, after next weekend, football is pretty much going to be pretty wrapped up.
Yep.
It's a wrap.
So 2 weeks, right?
Yeah. Well, you got really, if you look at it, you got almost 3 weeks, but 2 weeks, 3 weeks from yesterday is the Super Bowl.
Okay,
yeah,
they interviewed Ron Rivera. That's who it was.
Oh, okay.
So they interviewed Eddie George, the Tennessee State coach, former Dallas Cowboys McCarthy, Ron Rivera, and then they interviewed obviously Ben Johnson, it was Ben Johnson's job all along. So
yeah, I agree on that. I think McCarthy may get squeezed out, but I don't think he really cares, to be honest. I don't know. I just think he wanted out of Dallas.
That's probably what it was. He was probably fed up.
I think he wanted to be in Dallas. I just
but he wasn't able to make his calls.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, if you're the head coach, you want to be able to do the things that you need to do to win. And I think they were hamstringing him a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're prepared to go into Dallas and have them tell you everything what you need to do as a head coach, that's not really what is what people want to be able to do if they're going to be a head coach.
The only thing I would ask to you guys is, do you think by not bringing Dion and going with a Kellen or a Schottenheimer that they're actually trying to win rather than just try and make people happy? Because the easy play is to go get Dion. The easy play is to go get that guy, but they're not doing that. Why? Because they just made a $16 million investment a year to their quarterback, and they want to maximize him. So I don't know what Dion has in plans for as far as Maybe it was, hey, Dion, will you take Brian Schottenheimer, or will you take somebody that Dak's familiar with? Basically, blame Dak for why there's no change in Dallas, because he's on record that he doesn't want a new scheme. So
I somewhat agree with what you're saying
I'm
there.
sorry to say that because people, oh, you hate Dak. No, I don't. But he's the
No, but
reason why there's not going to be any change.
I agree because why would a coach want to come here if you're telling if he's telling Jerry and them, hey, I want it to stay the same.
Right.
I mean, who's making the calls here? I mean, just make the call, and Dak's got to be happy with it. But unfortunately, they gave him all that money, and they're not just going to throw that money away.
Yep. Not surprised. I've seen Lions fans pulling for Washington. LOL. Lord Vaughn. As you see behind me, I'm not rooting for the Commanders. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, that's a tough one, man. They're both. Oh man,
I'm not rooting for
one to
Dan
root
Quinn.
but
No, F that. Obviously,
I can't root for the Eagles though either. Though
I'm
That's
not.
just-
Well, listen, it's not a matter of rooting, but I'm not going to outwardly root for a team that has how many? I think Washington has 3 Super Bowls, so they're going to get 4, and that's going to be one closer to us. No, I'm good.
No, but I want them to go there and lose it against But
Oh,
again,
okay. So you want them to win this
gonna
week and then lose next week? I got you.
Yeah, I don't
know.
see them winning Super
That's
Bowl
what
at all. I
Wade
don't
wants
care.
to do. That's what Wade wants to do. I guess it would. Wade thinks that by Washington winning, that that it's going to hurt Jerry.
It's not going to hurt him. It'd be kind of a slap in the face because you just let him go last year.
How many
He's
slaps
now-
do you need, though, Blue Virus? That's my opinion. How many slaps in the face do you need?
I don't think that had anything to do with what Jerry Jones is thinking. If Jerry Jones was thinking
told
that
you that,
way,
Lord
he's
Vaughn.
going to make his own calls anyway. He don't care about what we think.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
I'm
just
just impressed with Dan Quinn because he did it with the Falcons, and now he's doing it with the Washington. They were both crappy teams, and he righted them. But why couldn't it be with the
you
Dallas
remember
Cowboys?
he hired Chan Gailey, who I thought was a terrible hire. He hired the defensive backs coach. He kept Jason Garrett here for 10 years. I mean, come on.
10 years.
Yes.
Give me a break.
And that set us back 15 years.
Why? Because he was comfortable.
He was comfortable about what was going on. And that's why he's going to hire these guys that we're talking about tonight, because he's going to be comfortable being able to do and say what he wants to do.
Yeah.
That's why Dion's never coming here.
Yeah,
because Dion would say, hey, Jerry, listen, if you want me here, you're going to have to listen to me sometimes, and you have to do the things that I need you to do to win.
Got to go, man.
That's it. And it's even worse because then you got the other guy on the other side saying, well, we don't have any money. We can't afford to do anything. Come on, man. Don't give me that bull.
Yeah, and Jacob Lemaster, I welcome everybody's opinion. Just like I said, I'm not here to say what I believe is right. I'm just telling you what I believe. That's all. I'm definitely not always right, but I'm a fan first. I'm not. I hate saying this because I actually like the kid, but I ain't Bobby Bell yelling and screaming that I know everything and poo pooing what you think. Shit. Nobody's perfect. But it doesn't look good for. It doesn't look good.
No,
right now. It just doesn't.
No,
I'm sorry.
Well,
Dustin Bosley, what's up, brother? How are you? What's going on? Here's the deal. I don't have nobody that's. I'm not beholden to anybody, so I don't have to worry about losing my key card to the Star or whatever. It is what it is. So, you know what I mean? We all have our own opinions. So Statlin's from New York City. I don't see Statlin leaving. I think that he has a blank check with Jeffrey Lurie if need be. I'm just throwing out there that it's not impossible. And if I'm Kellen Moore and I could get Statlin, just give him a damn title. He's
Yeah, I agree.
But you know what I mean? Kellen Moore
Yeah.
has firsthand knowledge of what's going on in Philly.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best coach he's the best offensive line coach in quite some time. You could say since Tony Wise from the Cowboys who turns who turns
But he couldn't do that in the Chargers, though.
who's that?
Kellen Moore.
No, I'm saying Stoutland.
Stoutland. Talking about Stoutland.
Yeah, Stoutland. I'm saying Stoutland is arguably the best offensive line coach I can remember since Tony Wise back in the day with the Cowboys, who turned around that Dallas Cowboys offensive line and took also rans like Nate Newton, who got cut from Washington. He
Yes.
made Mark Stepnoski, Tony Tolbert. You know, I mean, not Tony Tolbert. Who am I thinking of?
Tony Wise was the man.
You know what I mean? He
Colombo?
was the man. No, I'm thinking back in the day. Who was the guy? It was I think it was Stepnoski, but he took
Mark Tuinei?
Mark Tuinei. That's what I'm thinking.
Mark Tuinei.
Mark Tuinei was a defensive player, everybody. Mark Tuinei was a defensive end.
Turned him into a great, outstanding tackle.
He turned him into a left tackle.
God rest his soul.
Yep, sure does.
Cause they did an NFL's life thing, a documentary on him on the NFL Network.
Damn, I left my dog outside. My old dog, he wasn't looking too good.
He's so solid.
He's always cold as hell out here. Is there snow over there yet?
That
Say,
was
really?
scary.
Really?
Man, I heard
You left
this-
me out here?
Dude,
What kind
I'm
of
sorry.
person are you?
I'm sorry.
So, Dad, how could you?
I don't think my wife. You put the gate up. Hold on.
He's having doggy issues.
Still got snow on the ground, Brian.
That's what I wanted to ask him, but
He stepped aside. We're getting snow tomorrow, and we don't ever get snow.
in Texas,
Yeah, we're getting southeast Texas down by the coast. We're getting snow tomorrow.
what?
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's towards Louisiana, ain't it?
It's right on the
Beaumont?
border. I'm down by Lake Charles.
Yeah, you're not far from Port Arthur.
No, I'm not. About 25. Or actually, if I cut across,
John
I can get there in
Giesick,
about
that's
30
it.
minutes. John Giesick.
Giesick.
That's another one.
John Giesick was a beast. How about Kevin Gogan?
Gogan.
Yeah. But anyway, between Deion Sanders and Aaron Glenn, who would you want as head coach? I'm good with either one.
I would
I'm
take
good with
either one of them. I
Aaron
would too.
Glenn played with Dallas as well, so he knows what
Yeah,
he's
he
getting
did.
into. So
Yeah.
I'm fine with either one. Again, I'm
You
not
know,
being
and
greedy
And,
here.
and what's so crazy about all of this, Brian? Jerry can't lose.
Well, he
He's
can.
losing on purpose.
Yeah,
Well, he
exactly.
can lose if he hires the wrong guy.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
right now, the guys they're talking about, one of them's, I don't know.
He's
I
just being stubborn.
yeah,
He's
he is.
being very stubborn, and he's telling the fans, "Go F yourself." All you,
That's what he's doing.
all you season ticket holders that are, I'm sorry to say, but you're all sucking at the damn teat of Jerry Jones. That's what he's doing. He's like a little, they're just kissing his ass in Big
We need
D.
to do a strike, man. Just not
Well,
go to the game.
that's-
Like
that's
Randy
what I'm
They're
said.
sucking at the teat.
They got to stop buying them season tickets. Is what they got to
Well,
stop.
Yeah.
that was the first thing they said. You remember? Oh, those season ticket re-ups. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
remember
good
he
investment.
said it. He said it sarcastically
It was
too.
a
I
good
didn't like the way.
investment.
Yeah.
It's a good investment if you
Yeah.
live there and you can afford it. Why? Because the fees that you get off of StubHub and SeatGeek or whatever, SeatGeek and all these apps,
Guy rocking.
you get
And you know, Brian,
unbelievable fees.
That's what I'm talking about, Brian. And the football gods is
It ain't
they
about they love the
continue-
product.
No,
Yeah,
It
they
ain't that.
Hey, let me tell you something. I knew guys that actually had season tickets this year. They couldn't give the fucking tickets away
There you
because
go.
the Cowboys played so bad.
Well, yeah, when Thomas went, How bad was it, Thomas? They were offering them up. If you bought a Big Mac, you get instead of seats. You get yourself a Whataburger milkshake, and you get yourself a cowboy ticket.
Randy, the
Bullshit.
cheapest ticket to the Washington Dallas game was $9. You hear me?
What? $9.
The parking lot.
9 big ones, huh?
You know, I go to a Dallas game 2 to 3 times a year.
I
I
forget.
would just pay it for the $9.
My Eagle fans, how much does it cost to park it at the link? Because where we parked, Phil paid
40.
for parking, and it was 2 blocks away, and it was $50.
I was going to say $50 or $60.
That
for
was
parking.
2 blocks away. A
Yeah.
good,
No
nice
way.
long walk.
Yep.
If you wanted to park in AT&T, I think it's $100.
Yeah, it's up there.
I remember, Jimbo, like $20, but I have seen some of the lots near there. They'll charge $40, but that's like in the lot. If you go to AT&T, nope. It's ridiculous.
I'll
Can't-
tell you
Randy-
this too, it's not nice around that stadium anymore either, by the way.
Randy, when you
Around Frisco
go there,
Around AT&T.
Mhm.
or AT&T. Oh.
Game
Randy,
time. I
when
have
you
a
go
poll
there-
question. Who gets the most TV time next year, Jerry or Taylor Swift? Taylor. Nah, I don't know. Anyway, go ahead,
Taylor.
Thomas. I'm sorry, brother.
when
Yeah.
you in walking distance going to the stadium, you can smell the food from miles away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
This time-
smells good, but
You can smell shit. You hear me?
no, that's a
you can
lot
smell-
lizards. They're
Well,
that are
what the-
wearing that perfume.
When you go to the game, what you do is you go to a hotel that actually has
Okay.
a shuttle from and to the game, so you don't pay anything.
Yeah, where we
Yeah,
parked
there
at,
you go. You go park it there, and you just get shuttled
where we
there, huh?
parked at
Yes.
was at a
That's smart, Randy.
we parked
Mhm.
at a sports bar that was like couple miles away. And what you would do is you stay there and then they shuttle you over. But we just dropped off Mike's car and then we still drove. There was 4 of us in the car, right? Me, Mark. There was 5 of us. So it was $10 a person, but I think Phil ended up paying for the whole thing because Phil's like that. But $50, but it was worth it for us to pay $10 a guy,
Right.
and stay there. But whatever, it is what it is. And we just left Mike's car at the sports bar, and then we just dropped him back off there. So it is what it is. I know one thing: leaving that stadium was an absolute nightmare.
It is a
Absolute
nightmare.
Nightmare.
It is.
It took us half hour to get 2 miles back to the sports bar. So, and we didn't leave right away either. We sat there for 20 minutes. So it was nuts. So again, until that stops, those season ticket re-ups, but that's all they care about, people. That's all they care
Yep,
about. That
that's it.
and their Netflix and their
And
Landman
Oxnard.
episodes.
And
Yeah.
all the other stuff they got coming to AT&T Stadium.
Yep.
As
Yeah.
long as he's making money, he's not going to change. I'm
Nah.
sorry, but he's just
Nope.
not going to.
And they're not going to make him change. We're all assuming that it's going to be worse with Steven, but I don't know how it can be worse. I don't like Steven necessarily, but maybe he'll be like, yo, you know what? I don't want to be the GM. So we'll see. We shall see. Daniel M., remember we play the Chiefs next year, Jerry World. Patrick is from Tyler, Texas. Oh, he's going to put up 50 on us. Nah,
Yeah.
maybe 40.
Yeah.
Aaron Glenn's defense looked horrible on Saturday. Well, Victor, that's what Ultra had said, I think you can't look at one game, though. That's not fair.
No. Look at us
well,
last year against Green Bay. We didn't play that bad all year.
Yeah, I don't know if you can look at one game and say, well, Aaron Glenn stinks. Aaron Glenn was doing it, and it finally caught up to him. And, he had a lot of injuries, and I thought he was in the game. You just got to give your credit to a young rookie quarterback who carved them up.
Well, and golf didn't help out with all the turnovers.
Yeah. Well, that's the only good thing that happened because I can't stand his uncle who stiffed us in fantasy. So Mike Goff, your nephew sucks. Sorry. He's sending us pictures of him with Jared Goff. Yeah. Maybe burn them photos. Nah, I'm joking.
Yeah.
But,
That's still pretty cool, though.
Victor Jimenez. Brian, please tell me the Commanders have a chance on Sunday. You want me to lie to you? Of course they have a chance. Of course they have a chance.
Everybody has a chance.
But they're gonna have to play a perfect game.
What is this? What is the line Sunday? I haven't heard it.
5.5 Eagles.
Shit, that's not very many points. I'd take the Eagles and run with that.
That's what I won both
you know
of my
what?
bets.
I may just have to make me a bet. I mean, that's stealing right there.
I won both of my bets on BetMGM. My sister-in-law gave me it was basically $35 after I activated the card. So I had thank God for the Eagle kicker missing the extra points. I had Rams +7. So I made 35. I turned it into 68, I think. And then I bet all 68 with Bills +1. So I'm up to 130 some. So I'm going to put all 130 some on the Birds this week, probably.
Yeah, you'll double your money. I don't think it's going to be close.
If not, I didn't lose nothing because it was a gift.
Yep.
But I don't know. I think it can be close, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought the Rams were going to be the toughest test once Detroit lost, and they won. So give them credit, man. Cheers.
Well, the Rams had a chance. They was 1st and 10 at the 20, and they didn't do it.
They didn't do it, man. I really thought they did. Oh, man. That was cool.
Well, that was the turnovers. You get the safety, you get the ball, and you fumble it away in the red zone, basically. What do you expect?
That's safety. And, and what was so crazy about that is they was getting ready to drive. They was getting ready to drive until that fumble after the safety. Because if they would have scored a touchdown after that safety, that game would have been over with. Philadelphia would have lost that.
Daniel, they'll probably hire from within. Lions are going to lose both of them. They'll probably hire from within, but I don't know that. I'm not sure, Daniel, what the Lions would do. I would imagine they would hire from within. Yeah, the Kyron Williams fumble, Jacob, definitely. It was hard to say in this game because there was plenty of time left, but you can't do that. Looking back, that was it. The Rams defense played fairly well.
Yeah, they did.
They kept them in there when it could have been a blowout. They could have got out of control. Eagles scored 2 touchdowns instead of 2 field goals. Shit.
Yeah, their defense played good, and yeah. Well,
all I got to say about that is, I hope Dan Quinn in the DC.
He is seasoned.
I hope they watch the film of this game. That's all I got to say. I hope they watch.
You know what I'll
this
say,
game.
Thomas? In my opinion, when this goes back to the question, do they have a chance? When you have a quarterback like Jaden Daniels, you have a chance because Eagles could lock up everybody and he busts you. That's what Jalen does. Jalen, they were playing rush 4, to cover everybody up. They even had a spy on Jalen multiple times, and he beat him. So again, I understand what you're saying, Vinny, with the 125 yards passing, but that's a good fundamental football team who's going to take what you give them.
Hey, I'll win any way I can.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
take it anyway.
Jalen Carter was a monster.
And Brian,
he was 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss. Wow.
With that defensive performance that they put on Philadelphia, despite Saquon running for 200, run for over 200 yards, that tell me that Philly can be beat.
It was almost like, we'll let Saquon get his if he gets it. But I think it was lost with your turnovers and your quarterback holding. I thought that Stafford played well, but he held onto the ball at times too long, which I get it. You're trying to make a play. I get it. It's tough when you're playing the Eagles. They don't give you a lot. So you're...
But that's going to be a difference next week because you're going to be dealing with a quarterback. He's going to take off with that motherfucker if he don't see nothing. And that's going to frustrate. That's going to frustrate that defense because they're going to be like, damn, I don't feel like running on this play. Damn, I don't feel like running with Jalen Scramble.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna get frustrated about that.
Sluger, how many times have we seen that this year with with my Cowboys? You know, should have ran the ball 3rd and 2. Instead, they take a terrible sack. We've seen that time and time again on the Cowboys team. Or you drop back the pass and you get a damn holding.
3rd and 1. No, 3rd and 1, and you decide to go for the bomb. What's wrong with you?
Again, yeah, I mean, yeah, I know.
Basic common sense. Run a die play.
I have a friend of mine who's a Chiefs fan who's getting tired of the refs helping Kansas City to a 3-peat. I don't know, Daniel. I don't know.
That was a bad call they had.
It was a bad call, but they're a good team.
But you know what? That didn't win or lose the game. You got to stop the other team.
It's going to end soon. But when? I don't know. They don't beat themselves. That's the thing. They don't beat themselves, and you better be up more than one score if you want to beat them. You better not give Mahomes the ball on the final drive. He's going to beat you 9 out of 10
times. With 2 minutes or so, yeah.
He's going to beat you 9 out of 10 times. So
I watched a quarterback like that in Dallas back in the day called Roger Staubach. If you gave him 2 minutes, he would win the game.
And
Roger the Dodger, man. That's why I'm a Cowboys fan.
Why do you think everybody hates Cowboys? Because of that exact reason. They were just clutch. You know?
Whoa!
Judkins.
He's gone.
He's gone.
No, he ain't.
Wait, who's that caught him?
Ooh.
Judkins died. He looked like Emmett. I mean,
he ran out of gas.
He looked like Zeke there.
He might as well be gone because it's fixing to be over.
This game's about to be over, yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Hey,
Zeke.
Brian, how are you?
Yes, I'm good.
Sorry, I missed the first half. I missed you guys in the first half. Did you guys discuss the new candidate, Brian Schottenheimer?
Yeah, we did. What's your thought?
We did.
I'll take him over Kellen, by the way.
You would?
Yes, 7 days a week.
I made a package deal. I said, I'll take Kellen if he brings Jeff Stoutland and Doug Nussmeier with him. If he brings them with him, then I'll take Kellen. But outside of that, I'll take Schottenheimer. So it is what it is. They like him. Stephen Jones likes him. So
yeah.
This remind me of 2015. Zeke ran that long run against Alabama and Nick Saban.
Yep.
I know. I shit on Judkins saying I'd rather have Henderson, and now he's going off.
Zeke all over again. We're watching Zeke all over again.
Art's drinking mojitos.
Both of them backs are good. Both of them backs, Henderson and Judkins, are both good.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll hide this from you. I'm covering up your face with the scoreboard. There you go.
Look at that. Total yards, 301 to 93. They're starting to take over.
Jones is not, if he's not at home in Highland Park flipping a coin on this guy or Ashton Genty, something's wrong with his ass. Something's wrong with him.
Do you want Nussmeier as the OC?
No, if you brought Stoutland, he would have to be the OC. So I don't know. I don't know how that would be. I know Nussmeier wants back to the Cowboys to work with Dak because
where is he coaching? The last time I remember he was coaching with Alabama.
Doug Nussmeier right now is with the Eagles with Kellen.
Oh, he's with Kellen. Okay.
But his son is the quarterback at LSU next year. He's at LSU, and his other son is at a high school right there in Dallas. So he really wants to come back local, and him and Dak worked great together. So I don't know how that would go. Stoutland's not leaving Philly, so I would say Nussmeier as OC and Kellen as head coach. That's what I would think.
Shit, his son put up some hell of a numbers at LSU last year.
Yeah, so
but I want to say something about Kellen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Being with 2 new organizations over the last 2 years, that's going to help him, by the way.
Yeah.
Being away from us for 2 years.
I agree with that. I don't hate Kellen. I just don't want Kellen, if that makes any sense.
You should have seen me back in 2019. I was his #1 fan.
It seems like a Philly D. It seems like the refs and Mahomes getting calls go hand in hand. That's just kind of what
Oh
happens.
yeah, well, Mahomes
Sorry
he gets away with murder, man.
Sorry to say that, but did you see that dive that he tried to do yesterday?
Yeah, that was ugly. I'm a big soccer fan. Mahomes reminds me of a soccer player, man.
Correct me if I'm wrong. She hasn't turned the
Randy.
ball over in 8 or 9 straight games. Who's that, Sluger? Help me out. Who we talking about?
Randy, I think Ohio State has closed this game out with that run.
It's pretty much.
It's pretty much over.
Yeah.
Right now, Loyal's got his luchador mask on and nothing else.
I don't want to see that.
No, me neither. Do not come on here. Game time.
Maybe that's what he has to do for the Cowboy games.
Yeah.
In private, I would say.
The game time. My mother said, "What if Moore does come in and actually becomes a good head coach in Dallas at 37 years old?"
He could.
I would love it, but I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I'm sorry, but I think it's just one of Jerry's puppets.
I got you, Sluger.
Yeah, it's another puppet or something that he can.
Yeah.
It's a yes man.
He's more like Jason Garrett, and Jason, I'm sorry to say, was a yes man.
Sluger.
Yeah, we talked about Jason Garrett too, about 10 years worth of it.
He was a yes man. God Almighty.
Well, let's go.
Yes, he was.
All right, well, let's go down the line here. Right after
He was an ex-quarterback, just like Jason Moore, or
right after
Jason Garrett.
like Switzer left. Who was it? Chan Gailey.
Yeah,
Chan Gailey.
And then
Chan Gailey was next.
And then it was.
And after that was
the defensive coordinator, or the
Campo, Dave Campo.
Campo.
Yeah.
And then Wilson.
And then it was Wade Wilson.
No, after Campo was,
Parcells.
Parcells.
Yeah.
Parcells, and then.
No, that's right. That's right.
And then you had Wade Phillips, and then you had Jason Garrett.
10 years.
That was a long ass
8
time.
and 8. 8 and 8. 8 and 8. He still has a job.
Yeah.
And then you had a couple of years where it was 7 and 9.
Yeah. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember 2019? We were 8 and 8, by the way, that year. And all 8 losses were less than a touchdown.
Yeah,
but didn't he go to the Rams? And
that was his last year.
Not only that, all we had to do was beat.
I agree, Victor. All right, Yassine, I have a question for Yassine. It's supposedly it's down to 3 people. It's down to obviously Kellen Moore. He's the insider, even though he's not the Vegas leader. I believe he's the #1 choice. Brian Schottenheimer and Cliff Kingsbury. Would you have any interest in him?
I'm glad you mentioned Cliff Kingsbury. He's my #1 option between those 3.
Hasn't he come in for an interview yet?
Because he has a dynamic offense, man. I liked him when he was in Arizona. I liked him when he was I like his play calling.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I like the rhythm. I don't want to get weirded out, but I like the rhythm of his play calling. He's very aggressive. He doesn't hesitate.
He doesn't hesitate.
He's good with. I don't know. I mean, I do like it, but
and he never second guesses himself. You can tell a play caller that second guesses himself.
Yep, that brings the positive vibes. So, plus you hurt the other team. That's why I was joking around kind of with Moore and Stoutland. You hurt Washington by bringing in Kingsbury. Because now you have an idea of how to beat a guy like Jaden Daniels. Hey, and I want to, this is a shout out to my Eagle people in here. We owned Jaden Daniels. We busted his ass, and we were a bad team. We busted his ass in Washington, and quite frankly, the last game of the year, which we all wanted to lose.
We all wanted to lose,
they had to bench Jaden Daniels, and
to
who
save
came in? Who was it that came in? Mariota came in to beat us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Watch
us.
Watch our tape. That's how you beat Jaden Daniels. I know everybody wants to laugh.
I want to say something.
It's true.
And since the early 90s, I mean, that's almost 30-something years now, we've owned the Washington Commanders /
Good,
Redskins.
Jimbo, isn't it?
I mean, if the Cowboys were good or bad, except for 1995, we've owned them.
If I could take a few of those away for a Super Bowl, then I'd rather have that.
Yeah, Lioness was good, Arturo. And Jimbo. It was very good. It was very good. It's a show on
It's a Paramount Plus.
Yeah, it's very good. I really like
Weird thing is I watch a lot of Paramount Plus shows. I haven't watched Lioness yet.
Well, very good. It's very good. So
have you seen Tulsa King?
I haven't. My sister said how great it is, but I haven't watched it.
I didn't watch it until this past year. It's a great show.
Yeah, I heard it's good.
My sister said it was good too.
What's that?
King.
Yeah. Lioness.
Come on,
I'm telling you right now, Lioness, Thomas, you'll like it for a lot of reasons. So anyway, Cliff Kingsbury is a leader of men type of coach. I like Cliff Kingsbury.
He is,
but I don't.
You know what happened to him in Arizona? His GM was a guy who had a lot of personal issues, man. And after they fired Kingsbury, they let that guy go.
He had that one good year at Arizona, and he sucked ass after that.
Remember Thomas when he started 7-0 with Arizona?
That was that one good year.
Yeah, and he blew out both the Rams and the 49ers. Both teams made the playoff. That's the year the Rams won the Super Bowl. When he was
All right, fourth down. Looks like they're going. Obviously, they have to.
They have no option.
Yeah. Game time.
Jimbo,
try watching The Jackal on Peacock. Yeah, Arturo, I like the movie.
They're not going. They're not going.
No, they're not going.
No,
Brian, you must be really old school if you remember the movie The Jackal.
Yeah, Bruce Willis.
No, there's another one, an older one from the 70s.
Yeah. No,
I watched that when I was a kid.
I don't remember that one. I know
you didn't get it
because
you
I
got
it.
Yeah, that's a big pickup.
That's
he dropped
incomplete.
He dropped it.
Oh my God!
He pulled a
Why would you
Bones
bring a
Fossil
punt team
there.
out? You need a couple of yards. Why to bring?
I want to
why
say
you
something
bring
about
the punt
Jason
team?
Witten. I'm a big Jason Witten fan, and he's the greatest tight end in Cowboys history. In my opinion, he's the greatest all-around tight end in the history of the NFL. He could block like an offensive tackle. He could catch anything.
What do you bring him in
But he
as?
doesn't deserve to be a coach in waiting.
But what do you bring him in as? They're bringing him in. So
If they can bring him as a tight end coach, I have no problem. But
okay,
not
that,
as a
yeah. That's what it'll be.
I don't want him. I don't want him to be the assistant head coach. No.
I kind of do, Bruce.
No, because you blew your cover once.
A little bit.
You blew your cover.
Something.
You blew your cover when you ran your mouth at Mike McCarthy when all you had to do was keep your mouth shut. Jerry, you need to learn how to keep your damn mouth.
Yeah, just been sitting here listening.
Okay. You want to get a word in edgewise, you know.
That's okay. You
All
guys are doing okay.
Okay. I just didn't want to.
I will when I
Jerry, you need to learn how to keep your mouth shut.
Oh, Jerry doesn't know how to shut up. Jerry just loves the microphone, man. He doesn't grow up. He's been like that since he was day one.
I'm telling y'all, Stephen Jones is our problem.
Stephen is the guy who's going to kill you from the background, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's the killer. He's the killer.
Silent killer.
Yes, he is.
There it was. Glory hole.
That's right.
Stephen said, I don't have an ego. I don't want to be a GM.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Only an idiot like your dad wants to be a GM.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on that video that Brian put out, he said he called himself the capologist.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys no clue about the cap.
No, he doesn't.
All right, you guys remember this past off season when Jerry said, and between Dak and CD and Micah, he said if I pay all three of them, they will take 70% of the cap.
Yeah,
that just
that
makes no
is
sense.
That was so embarrassing.
Here's the deal. Yassine, when you're the GM, you need to know your facts when you're talking in front of the media. You don't put out statements like, we're the 6th winningest team over the last, I think he said 10 years. That was a false. We're the 9th winningest team.
We're the 9th.
Yes, correct. And, you know, again, my problem is with the media. There's no good follow-ups with them. You know, the follow-ups have been, yeah, okay, Jerry, but all the teams that are ahead of you all have played in a Super Bowl or made it to a championship game.
All of them have played in the
You are a
championship.
far cry from that.
All of them, yeah.
You know, so again, what are you not doing that the 8 teams ahead of you are doing? Well, that's going the extra mile. That's having a really good team and going out and signing Saquon Barkley, right? That's what that is, you know. And then
that was a steal, man.
Their cap number is the same as Eric Kendricks this year. Saquon's cap number is the same as Eric Kendricks, and you're telling me you know how to work the cap?
The weird thing is
laughable.
And we all have access to Sports Track to check about the cap.
Brian, the same cap number was same as Derrick Henry's.
It was $5 million as Saquon's cap number, I believe.
Yeah, we could have picked up Derrick Henry with no problem.
Oh, yeah. It's all about how you.
You know what Jerry said, Thomas? He said that Derrick Henry is making too much money, and they told him that his cap number is $5 million. His total average is $8 million per year. And
Mouse, exactly. That's why I said let Rico walk if he gets a Tony Pollard like deal by a team who has all this cap money that has to reach the floor. You know, yes, West Virginia country boy. Yes, Lioness. Just real quick, and then we can get back to you crapping on the Cowboys. Lioness is an undercover black op, a group led by women. Not all women. It's all guys in the brigade. But Zoe Zaldana is the Lioness, and she trains other women and infiltrates them in high-pressure situations. Very, very good show. I would definitely recommend. Anyway, get back to crapping on Dallas. Go ahead.
Well, I will say this. Jerry come out and said that he didn't fit our system. The running back from Tennessee that went to
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Henry. He said they don't fit their system.
Okay.
Well, what the heck? You better change your system if you don't fit it.
What kind of system we
Change
running
the damn
here?
system.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's just makes yourself look stupid. Sorry.
You really look stupid just by saying that.
Yeah.
Here you go. You have some like a 3 or 4-time rushing champion, future Hall of Famer.
Oh, Hall of Famer. And he rushed for over 1,900 yards this year.
Yes.
A former NFL Offensive Player of the Year. And you said that he don't fit your scheme?
Then you change your damn scheme.
Jerry Jones, you kiss my black ass, you dumb ass.
He's a dumb
Come
ass,
on,
you're right.
man. Common sense.
You know, sometimes I wonder if they think that if they say something, they think we're stupid enough to believe them. We're not
Any
stupid.
team would have picked up Derrick Henry. And the majority of every team in the NFL thought that the Cowboys was going to pick up Derrick Henry.
Thomas is hot
Come on,
tonight.
man.
Yeah, you're right. You know, the weird thing is, everybody has access to the cap. Like anytime we sign
Exactly.
somebody, you can go to Sports
Did you
Track.
hear? Yeah, you can go to any number of places.
Yeah.
And it kind of surprised Stephen Jones when they told him that. It's like, yeah, Stephen, we know that there's kickers in the contracts come March 14th or whatever the
We
league
know
year
about that,
starts,
yeah. Mhm.
that you're going to have $100 million.
I
Dak
think
put
he
it
just
in.
perceives us as being stupid. I think they believe that.
Dak's agent agreed to that, and that's part of the deal. It's not, well, we could hit. No, you're going to click the switch, like you flip the switch on CD and Dak's contract. So
Brandon Aubrey has a new agent that's France, Dak's an agent.
Oh, yeah, Todd France, huh?
Todd France.
France.
Oh, yeah, we knew
They're going
that.
to get him good.
Todd France.
Under the cap, over the cap.
Oh.
Under.
And then the bad part about that is,
and because he's a Dallas Cowboy, they didn't name him as first team All Pro.
Yeah.
What a joke.
It is.
and then the bad part about that is Derrick Henry's agent is Todd France also.
Yeah, Todd France. Mm-hmm.
Well, Derrick Henry, did you hear what he said? He went there, and him and Lamar are best friends. I'm like, okay. Again, He still
This
wanted
man
to play
was
for
he
Dallas.
was he was begging to wear he was begging to wear the star. He was literally begging.
He has 2 homes in the Dallas
Yep.
area, man.
Yep.
Yep.
One's real close to Frisco. Yeah, it's ridiculous, but whatever. We're used to it by now. That's why I said I'd rather just draft 2 young running backs, let Rico go. That's a situation where I would be okay with. Yeah, go give me 2 running backs. Bring back Malik Davis and whatever, Deuce Vaughn. I don't care. We got Hunter
Kingsbury's not going to get an interview, huh?
Wow. What does that tell
There's
you?
no telling.
What does that tell you? That tells you that they don't want to know. They don't want to stumble on something good. They are like dare to be great. Yeah, just watch what he's doing. He's winning with a rookie quarterback. Okay, I mean, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We got Cooks and Zeke. Game time. What's Mahomes' record versus Josh Allen? I can look it up for you.
I think it's 500. I believe it's 500.
I think Mahomes got the edge.
Let's see here.
Mahomes has the edge in postseason, and I think Mahomes is like.
That's not going to work.
No. Allen hasn't never beat Mahomes in postseason.
No, Allen, no, he's never beat.
4-1.
Allen has the winning record in the regular season.
Josh Allen is 4-1 in the regular season and 0-3 in the playoffs.
They're 4-4, okay, but the one that counts is the
but
postseason.
3-0 in the postseason for Mahomes.
That's the one that counts.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In the postseason, Patty Mahomes is 3-0, soon to be 4-0. Sorry. I know everybody's rooting for Bills.
You know, Mahomes has
has
16 career playoff wins, man. He's got more than half the teams in the league.
Yeah, Jimbo, we can't, just like I give Eagles credit, we cannot not give Washington credit. Even Dallas players, what's his name? Lewis, Jordan Lewis said, I can't believe that DQ has got him where he's at already. I mean, shit, we saw Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler making plays last week.
That's what hurts so damn bad. Watching
Think about
teams
that.
Got our players.
On them,
Remember, Brian, when he and Steven signed Dorrance Armstrong, instead of giving him a 5-year contract, he only gave him a 2-year contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and what's so bad is Don Shula's grandson had Neville making good plays yesterday. As a matter of fact, he was the one that got that sack for the safety on Jalen.
Yep.
I hear you. Jalen Carter will snap Jaden like a twig. Well, Bobby, if he gets a hold of him.
That's what I was going to say.
Brian,
you hit him hard, you're going to knock him out of the game.
Brian, I'm going to say something complimentary about Jalen Carter.
Everybody listen up, Eagle fans.
He played a role of a closer on that on the last 2 downs, the 3rd down and the 4th down. Okay, that's what a great player does. Okay.
Again, this is where you look at football.
He was a closer, like Goose Gossett, what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen. I mean, he's a great ball player. Again, I had him as I'm not alone. I had him as my #1 rated talent in the draft that year. And
me too.
He went 9 to Philly.
He slid down to Philly.
He had a lot of issues.
I
Remember,
know,
he had that car accident.
I know, but again,
I still would have taken that guy.
I still would have taken him top 5. Yeah.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of. Help me out, Eagle fans. Who am I thinking of? Ex-Oiler, ex-Eagle. Big
Jerome Brown, the late Jerome Brown. That's who he reminds me of.
But there was another guy. But he reminds me.
Mike Pitts?
Nah, I can't think of his name. Big boy. But yeah, you could say, Jerome Brown. You could say that. I still think Jerome is better.
Speaking of the Oilers, he reminds me of what's.
I'm trying to think of the ex-Houston Oiler guy who played with the Eagles at the end of his career, but not Clyde Simmons. But anyway, yeah.
Matthews.
maybe they'll sponsor snuff.
Yeah, I mean, it'll come to me once I'm done streaming. Who was the big Oiler guy? I want to say 99 for the Oilers, and then he played with the Eagles. I almost said us. Oh my God, he played with the Eagles at the end of his career, but he was a beast.
I know who you mean. I remember
I
him.
can't think of his name.
His name is escaping me.
Big Sills.
Oh, that's
Big
a bad
Sills.
call.
Big Sills. I haven't been on there too much. I stopped in there today a little bit and said hello to the people.
I remember when he played at Miami.
I mean,
him and Jerome Brown.
Yeah. William Fuller. Bingo.
William Fuller. That's who, number 95.
I mean, he kind of reminds me of a young William Fuller. I don't know. Is that not good enough? I mean, to me, it's a stage of his career. He's got to do it for longer, but I thought
William Fuller, when he was in Houston, played with Childress. Remember that guy?
Yes,
Another great defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was known as the Powers of Pain.
House of Pain.
Towers.
Yeah, the House of Pain.
House of Pain.
You're getting them mixed up with.
That was back in the early 90s. That's Buddy Ryan.
You're getting them mixed up with the Houston Rockets.
You remember when they were leading Buffalo and 35-3, the wild card game?
Oh yes, and they came back. The Music City Miracle.
I was at a bar watching with a bunch of Bills fans. They walked out of the bar and they came back.
Yeah, can you name the? Well, I know you can. Can you name the quarterback who mounted the comeback?
It was the Buffalo quarterback.
Frank Reich.
Yeah,
Frank Reich.
Yeah. It wasn't Jim Kelly. It was Frank Reich.
No, Jim Kelly played the following week.
Yes, it was Frank Reich.
Yeah, we knocked him out of the Super Bowl.
I remember 1990. Let me see here. I got to date myself. I want to say it was 90 or 91. Philly D. I had a conversation with Bud Carson when I was working at Trump Plaza, and he was talking about how good that Eagle defense was. And,
Brian, I can say that was one of the greatest defenses I've ever seen. The 91 Eagles.
He go back to the Bud Carson. He go back to the Philadelphia. No, he go back
he
to
was with Cleveland, but yeah.
He came to Philadelphia with Kotite.
Yes.
And in 1991, the Eagles had the best.
Bud Carson, he used to be the head coach of the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns. Then he was after he left. He came to Philadelphia. Then he had the best defense I've seen in a long time, man.
It was either 91 Philly D or 92 is when I talked
was
to Bud
91.
Carson. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been so long.
I'm good with yours. I'm sorry.
No, but I mean, when I talked to him at my job
Eagles,
in Atlantic City, so it had to have been what 91.
It was early 90s.
That the Eagles.
It was early 90s. It was early 90s.
Just like number one against the run and number one against the pass that year.
It was 91. They called him the Gang Green.
Yeah, the Gang Green.
Yeah.
But,
early 90s.
It had to be because he was down in Atlantic City and I had him in a health spa and we were talking. And he was just a very down to earth guy. He was an older guy. He was an older guy at that point, even at that point. So,
you know what happened to the Eagles that year, Brian? They lost Randall Cunningham the first week.
Yeah, remember exactly. He was the ultimate weapon. Remember,
yeah,
he was the.
If they had Randall that year, they would have won the Super Bowl.
That was a nice Notre Dame touchdown right there.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. There's okay.
Yeah, because he was one of the defensive coordinators of the Steel Curtain of Pittsburgh back in the 70s.
Yeah, he was. I believe he's deceased now, huh?
Yeah, Bud Carson's been passed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me look it up, but yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, he's gone.
Sure, he's been gone for about 20 years, I believe.
That's what I said when I met him in '91. He was gray then and old.
He was, yeah.
But you're right. That defensive line for the Eagles was probably one of the best defensive lines I ever saw.
He died.
Okay, remember, and the Eagles used to owners they used to, at that time, but we went to the vet week 15 with Steve Berline as our quarterback, and we upset the Eagles. That put us in the playoff and eliminated the Eagles.
I remember he played in Notre Dame, Steve Berline.
Yeah, the Eagles and the 49ers both missed the postseason that year, 10-6.
Yeah, his receiver was Tim Brown. Heisman Trophy winner, 1987.
Tim Brown, you're right, and Steve Berline, yeah. You know, I've never been a fan. I've never been a fan of Tim Brown.
Hall of Fame. I saw his bus at the Hall of Fame in Canton.
Yeah.
You know why I don't like that guy? He's from Dallas and he hates the Cowboys. And every time he never gives them a chance.
Who, Tim Brown?
Always Tim Brown, like he's a troll.
Look at here. He hates the Cowboys because that was his team as a kid. He's mad because he wasn't drafted by the Cowboys.
The Cowboys drafted Michael Irvin that year.
Yeah, I think we did okay there.
Yeah,
me too. I like that little exchange.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying Tim Brown wasn't good, but different type of player. Tim Brown wasn't a vocal leader that we absolutely needed because Troy wasn't that vocal leader early on. Yeah, Troy was a leader behind the scenes. He was stoic. Troy didn't get vocal until it started going south.
Yes, you're right about that. When he went south, he wasn't.
When
he really
Switzer
went
took
vocal.
over, as soon as Switzer took over, he started.
Because he said he had problems because you remember Jimmy's leadership. Jimmy was a great leader.
And he left Switzer in college to go to UCLA. People forget that he was in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And he left to get away from the man, only to have Jerry throw him, ram him down his throat. Yeah. Yeah.
And people can say what they want about Michael Irvin, but he was the heart of the Cowboys back in the day. He did some bad things, but
Eagle fans love a lot of Eagle fans respect Michael Irvin. If he played in Philly, he would be a god. Why? Because he laid it on the line.
Yeah,
he didn't give a crap. He ran. He wasn't the fastest. He wasn't the biggest. Before he had any great seasons, he tore his ACL as a rookie, I believe. So that's just a great.
Remember, Michael Irvin had a real problem with Amari when Amari had that COVID because he didn't take the vaccine
shot.
Yeah,
because like he said, if somebody's paying you that kind of money, because Jerry wanted everybody to take a shot, and that's why Jerry and Steven got rid of him. By the way,
yeah, that was another one of their big mistakes.
That was a big mistake.
And then they're gonna have the nerve to say, well, it was Mike McCarthy's fault that Amari Cooper got traded. I'm like,
Amari Cooper was a cerebral, different
he was
type
aloof.
of guy. He was a different type of guy. That doesn't mean he was a bad guy.
He's not a bad guy.
Again, they
He's not a
couldn't
bad
handle
guy.
it. He was a smart guy.
Amari Cooper.
Do you know who
Amari
else was
Cooper,
like that? One, and I'm not comparing him to him, but one, Terrell Owens. That's the same type of guy that Terrell Owens was.
Amari Cooper, I gave him the nickname, the Quiet Assassin, for a reason. He was too quiet.
He was
very
quiet.
Like Terrell Owens was aloof too. And ask any Eagle fan, they'll tell you they would roll with T.O. over Donovan McNabb any day.
McNabb was a joke.
Only because Donovan could not handle a T.O. Bottom line. You saw what happened with Romo and T.O. It soured a little, but he loved Romo. Donovan couldn't handle that in the locker room. And that's what was Donovan's downfall. Donovan should have won multiple Super Bowls with the Eagles. They had an unbelievable defense. And again, it is what
they should have beaten the Wings.
Yeah, I mean, but
they should have beaten
Owens
Tampa.
should have never
They should have
left Philly.
beaten. They should have beaten Carolina. Come on, those.
I remember it was Halloween. If you guys remember Halloween, I think it was Monday, either Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football. That was the one where a T.O. was in a commercial where he was with, I don't know.
It was Monday Night Football.
Yeah. And
Sheridan.
The first play of the game, Donovan goes deep and connects with Terrell Owens, I think for a touchdown or all the way down to the end. And you would have thought that was a marriage made in heaven. But the more success that T.O. was a little odd. You know, you had to kind of massage T.O.'s ego, and Donovan couldn't handle it. Well, again, you have Amari Cooper, who's a lot easier to deal with than T.O., but wasn't as good. But, you know, he was a consistent player, and they couldn't deal with the fact that he didn't want to take the shot, or he liked to play chess. He was more cerebral. This is what's wrong, man. Just identify football players and let them play. Ridiculous.
I believe T.O. was bipolar, man. There was something.
Yeah, he never had his back, Jimbo. Absolutely not. Never did. There was a circus. I remember T.O. was doing. He was in. I think T.O. lived in Voorhees. I want to say. I don't know where he was, but I'm hearing myself. So mute yourself, Thomas. He was doing. I'll mute it. He was doing sit-ups in his driveway. You guys remember that?
Oh yeah, for the media.
I remember that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I felt embarrassed for him then.
Well, the Cowboys, we had one of them players back in my day called Dwayne Thomas. He was a running back.
Yep.
Yeah, he was just before my time.
It was before my time, but I'm very knowledgeable on
I'm
Dwayne.
very knowledgeable about him, too.
Yes.
He called Tom Landry the plastic man.
Yeah, he was an aloof guy.
Yes, he was.
Yep, he wanted to get paid, and he only played a couple years in Dallas.
It was only about 2 or 3 years, and then they just said, you know what? They shipped him off, and then when he came back to the Cowboys and realized he even came out and said, I shouldn't have been the way I was. Because he would have been a great running back.
The problem with that was he made the mistake by letting Jim Brown get in his ear. That was the mistake that he made. And I love Jim Brown. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, he let Jim Brown get in his ear.
Dwayne Thomas had problems, though. He was a different kind of guy, dude. If you,
Rumor
I can
was
speak
he was
because
on
I
something,
watched him.
but I can't prove that. They were saying they
Well,
thought he was.
I don't know if he was on something, but he always had. He was just different, weird, different.
Yeah,
he might have been bipolar
coke,
too.
But
he might have been. I don't know, but
a lot of people.
He was a hell of a player.
Diagnosed.
Yeah.
When he was on the Cowboys, he was a hell of a player.
Yeah. Like bipolar, maybe. Right, Bobby? Bobby would know. But it's not easy. You know, I mean, guys don't want to take the medicine. It's rough on you. So who knows what Dwayne Thomas had? But I think that didn't they bring him back for a year?
That's what I'm saying. We brought him back for 1 year, and then they realized he was shot, and they cut him.
And that was when you had to have an off-season job, and he was.
You weren't going to get. You weren't going to make millions of dollars back then.
You know the weird thing, Randy.
Yes.
If it not the weird thing was back that year, we would have never beat Miami in the Super Bowl. We would never won.
That would never happen today. Like in the year that he drafted him first overall in the first round in the 1970 draft. In '69, the Cowboys drafted Calvin Hill from Yale. And
yes.
There are so many running backs from there. Walt Garrison. They were so deep.
Walt Garrison, yep. Dan Reeves, the coach.
Reeves, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Reeves was a player coach.
Yeah. He was more of a halfback type running back. But this is all in my time. I remember this. I was 12 years old when they first won the Super Bowl. So I also saw Baltimore beat us when they had no business beating the Cowboys.
They should have never beaten us.
Never. We should have never lost that Super Bowl.
All those turnovers by Craig Morton.
Craig Morton was horrible. I just didn't like Craig Morton.
We got Randy White for the draft pick from the New York Giants that we traded.
Yes, and we drafted him number 1.
Yeah, we drafted
out of Maryland.
Yeah, and
he's the best defensive tackle the Cowboys have ever had. Period.
I don't know how the Cowboys got Tutel Jones because he was also the first overall pick. I don't know who they traded. I forgot that.
I know y'all may not know this, but y'all know we were close to getting John Elway.
Yes. I remember that
trade for a trade for John Elway, but they backed out.
I'm gonna tell you.
Go ahead, Thomas.
I'm gonna tell you the trade package. The trade package was John Elway to Dallas for Danny White in our 1983 first round draft choice. At the last
Tim
minute,
Jeffcoat.
at the last minute, Daddy Irsay, he voided it.
He probably didn't like us.
He voided the trade at the last minute. He turned it down.
And John Elway was a huge Roger Staubach fan.
Yes. Huge Staubach and Dallas fan.
Oh, but he played like Roger Staubach, man.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I can't hear you.
No, I'm muting him because I'm hearing myself.
Oh.
Sorry,
And
bro.
that,
I don't know where
and that trade, I'm shocked about it because it was never talked about. They didn't talk about it until now.
We had so many bad draft picks in the 80s. Billy Cannon in 84, I think he only played 2 games his whole career.
Yeah.
And
Thomas, when you're done talking, mute yourself. Thank you. 'Cause I
Kevin
don't know
Brooks
what's going
in
on, but we
85 from
hear it.
Michigan, bust. And Danny Noonan from Nebraska, bust.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, I have a
And
card on my.
Mike Sherrard, and he was a great player, but he got
He tore his
injury.
tore his leg up the very first year.
I have a rookie card of Danny Newton. It's a shame he sucked. You know, he ain't worth nothing. I do have a Fran Tarkenton with the Giants. That's a good card.
Yeah,
that's a good card.
Yeah. It's old though, but you know, it's not in the best of shape. Probably ain't worth much.
I met him a couple of weeks after I graduated from high school. Fran Tarkenton.
Well, I actually met the coach for the defensive coordinator for the Lions. He lived down in this area. What's his name? The defensive
Glenn?
Yeah, Glenn. He signed some football cards for me back in the day at a card show.
I think he's from East Texas, huh?
He died.
Yeah, he is.
He died.
Huh?
Aaron Glenn died.
No, that's the Terry Glenn died.
Oh, Terry Glenn.
Aaron Glenn.
Oh, I'm thinking Aaron Glenn, the guy who's
Yeah, the coach.
Yeah, coach.
Yeah, I got you.
By the way, you know, I don't know what happened to my memory. He played for the Cowboys during when Parcells was here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
he played with the Oilers.
I remember when he played for the Jets because he was drafted by the Jets.
No, he was drafted by New England. Aaron Glenn was.
No, Aaron Glenn was drafted by the Jets.
No,
Aaron
Terry
Glenn
Glenn was drafted by New England.
Yeah, New England.
Terry Glenn.
I remember when Aaron Glenn was. Yeah, I remember when Aaron Glenn was playing at A&M.
Yeah, I do too.
Those were good A&M teams. No.
Not like they are now.
Yes, the early lines are Eagles -5.5 and 47.5. That's a high line. And Chiefs -2.
What's the weather supposed to be like this weekend?
Well, it's a little too far off, but like high 30s, and it's like high 30s. It's not going to affect Washington as much because they're, I mean, it's only 2 hours down the road,
right?
I kind of like the Chiefs, people. Sorry.
No, I like the Bills, and I hate to say it, I like the Eagles.
I like the Bills, but I think the Chiefs are going to win.
Yeah, I do too.
I think the Chiefs aren't losing it at home. I think a Josh Allen comes up short, but yeah, who knows? I could be wrong. Sluger, weather likely miserable. It's going to be freezing tomorrow and the next day. It's going to be nasty.
Remember last week what I said about Saquon? I told you the
Dude, he did another 200
yards.
Oh
boy, he won the game for them.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. People act like, oh, well, look at that hole. Anybody could run through it. No, not everybody has the speed that
No,
he's
they
got.
don't know what they're talking
Yeah,
about.
They have no clue.
That's
No.
Saquon. You got to pick the right hole. You got to pick the right angle. You got to.
No, you got to pick the right hole.
You know what I mean?
I'm a running back by trade.
He's
And,
a special running back.
He was so smart because he even told Hurts, give me
He
the
said,
ball.
"Wait for it."
Yeah.
You know, what most people don't know is some holes, they close quick. They close
They
quick.
do, very quick.
Whoa.
Just like those holes right there.
There's our guy.
Like
He was
Buka.
down.
Oh, he fumbled it.
He was down.
No, he wasn't. No,
He's not down.
He's not down. It's the
He's not.
Notre
That's a
Dame
fumble.
ball. We got ourselves a game right now.
Yeah.
Loyal's
Who paid him? Who paid him off?
backside is tightening up. It's watertight right now. Hurts is $50 million.
He's putting back his. He's putting
Yeah,
his.
he
club-
punched that right before his knee.
He
touched
was.
the ground.
He was. It was
we
out.
don't want to
Yeah, the
boo
ball
him.
is
He
loose.
sucks.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, he sucks, so
he's
we don't want
down.
him. Wink, wink.
Damn, that's gonna be bang bang.
Nah, he's out. It's out though.
It,
Oh,
it
yeah,
came out
that
right
wasn't his
before
fault.
knee hit.
That,
Right now, it's out.
It's out.
Yep.
that was just a good punch. He could have held that ball a little tighter, but
Y'all know what's getting ready to happen.
how tall is this kid? He doesn't look very big though.
Ohio State is gonna let Notre Dame come back and make a game out of it, and Ohio State gonna eventually pull it off at the last minute. That's what's gonna happen.
Can't do that, Ibuka.
No, you can't.
First down.
Gotta have two hands on the ball when you're in traffic, dude.
Emmett
This
Smith
was-
always used to do that, by the way. Remember, Thomas? Every time he was in traffic, he had two hands on the ball.
That frustrates me about these NFL and college players. They don't practice on drills no more, man.
If they score a touchdown now, this would be a good game.
Yes.
I have to agree.
Bobby, your stuff's going out tomorrow. It's already been made and shipped. Did you track yours, Virus? You should be getting yours soon.
Yeah, I should be getting mine tomorrow. I said by
Okay.
6.
Cool.
Yeah, man, they don't practice on drills anymore, man. Maybe I'm old school, but I'm a drill person.
I bought Drew a
Yeah, from him.
4X, but he has to place the order. So
Run.
you got it, Bobby. You know, I appreciate your support, Bobby. Just because we fight don't mean that, we're allowed to fight. We're allowed to fight. Sometimes I got to fight back. Brian, it would be -4 in Indiana tonight. Victor, my God.
Ooh.
Ouch. That's loyal cowboy. He's going to be running out there in his tights.
Gibbies.
Yeah. He may throw his tights on and his mask and just streak, just run down the highway. Streak through the quad. Let's see here. Ooh, that's
That
a
ball
floater.
was wiggly, but that was
Yeah.
a nice throw. Right to him.
I'm telling you, I like the kid.
He wouldn't be a bad guy to draft in the 5th round.
I mean,
Why not?
I just
Take a shot.
I mean, he's not going to come right in. You have time anyway. That's again, he's a big boy. He's mobile. Randy, you watch what happens. Right now, all these mock draft simulators got him going in the 200s. You watch what happens when
He ain't going to go in the 200s. He's going to go before that.
But that's
And
what I'm
I'll
saying.
tell you-
Once the combine hits and you see his athleticism, you're already seeing his athleticism. Every coach knows they could take this guy and say, okay, give him a little training, get his footwork together. Remember?
I'd rather see him out there than Cooper Rush.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm tired of the Cooper Rush stuff.
I want
If it's
something
Jackson
new
Dart,
now. I don't
then
want
it's the
that
same
fake.
thing. But
No, you're right about that. But I didn't like what they did to Cooper Rush.
No, not the last game.
Last game, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, they should have
Mm.
paid him anyway.
Well, they may have. We don't know.
Well, no, Jerry Jones came out that last game after the game, and they asked him. He
Really?
said, "We didn't even know that was going on." Bullshit.
Yeah,
You
that's
knew.
a
BS.
lie.
BS.
A
That's
lie.
a
You
lie.
knew
Sack of
that.
shit.
He knew it.
He lied. That was right
If
after
I'm
the post
Cooper,
game.
I'm going too, but he's got to do what he's got to do. I mean, if he don't have
Yes.
any other jobs. Loyal Cowboy's going to be looking for ball money.
Hey, by the way, Brian, if Kellen is our next coach, he's going to be back.
Oh, God.
Because he's close with Kellen too, by the way.
Who's that?
And
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush, yeah.
Okay, great.
We need to get somebody like Riley in there to see
That's
what
what
he
I'm
can
saying.
do. We
Or-
got to get new blood
or
in there
the
for
Cliff
the
Kingsbury?
backup.
Yeah.
I don't want.
Oh, you mean
well,
yeah.
I want a
don't
veteran.
Again, I don't. I
Joe
mean,
Flacco.
Again, we don't need that. Just give me.
You know, he's almost 40.
I know. I think he.
Eating this.
I don't trust
40,
Joe
40 is
Flacco.
the new 30. Yeah.
Joe Flacco.
Because you can't touch a freaking quarterback anymore before getting a flag.
Brian, what is the vibe in Philly right now? Are they already crowning them? Yes. They're not even. And I like the confidence, Victor, because that's what
Brian-
they should be.
Brian is a guy by the name of John Kincaid. Is he still? Is he working in Philly?
He was in Atlanta for years, and he was back in
That's.
Philly.
I'm in Atlanta. We used to. Yeah, I couldn't stand him. He used to do a lot of radio shows here for a long
I don't know
time.
if he's still. He might be. I think he's with 97.5, The Fan. Let me know, everybody. Eagle fans. Is John Kincaid still there? Since I did the YouTube thing, I don't listen to a lot. Now I stream everything. I listen to a lot of 105.3 The Fan.
Big cowboy troll, man.
Yeah, I know. John Kincaid. He was pretty cool though. At least he was knowledgeable. You don't mind having a troll if he's knowledgeable.
Yeah, he is.
There was a guy, who was it? He was in Philly and he did not work. And
Tony Bruno?
No, there was a
Is
late
that
night
guy
guy.
still alive, by the way?
And he's alive. Yeah, he does podcasts now. There was a guy from Dallas who came to Philly and was doing a lot of late night stuff, but he never really did well. Now he's back in Dallas. I can't think of the guy's name. I think he's with 90s. I think he's with The Ticket, but I could be. Yeah, I can't think of his name. Eagle fans would know. Who was the guy who left? A Cowboys first pick should be a receiver. We can pick up a running back.
Is that Cooperstein? No, Cooperstein is from Philly, but he works.
Think it was
he's been
Chuck
in the Dallas.
Cooperstein. I think it was Chuck Cooperstein. Yes.
Yeah, he's been with. He's a Philly native.
Is he a Philly native?
Yeah, but he's worked in the Dallas market for a long time.
Yeah, and then he came to Philly, and then he went back to Dallas. I thought.
I think he's the voice of the Mavericks now.
Oh yeah. Ask me a question, Vinny, out of the house. Oof. I'm afraid Micah Parsons might want out of Dallas. Victor, I would.
I would myself, yeah.
I would tell him, yo, bro, I'm not going to resign here, so you can do whatever you want to do. Franchise me, but I'm not resigning.
They'll franchise him twice.
Pass interference.
Unless you go out and you do you go out and make some moves.
That's what's going to happen. If they want him to stay here, and they should, they're going to have to go out and make some moves to get this team better. I mean, there's no excuse.
You're right. The guy, he's a wreck, man. What he does with the pass rush.
Yeah.
Mark Hutchins says, keep in mind, Washington beat the Eagles once this year. Hurts was not playing, but he was out of the game. Kenny Pickett.
Jalen Hurts was gone from the game. If Jalen Hurts played that game, the Eagles would have won.
Well, and the Eagles didn't have to have that game either. That's the big difference.
Yeah.
They had already won the division. So, you can say whatever you want, but the Eagles, I'm going to say it. The Eagles outclassed Washington. They're just better than Washington.
Yeah, Washington, and when they played Dallas, when they played Philadelphia, and when they played Pittsburgh, they were the road team at the FedEx.
Who was the guy that was with Egan in New York and went to Philly? Oh, that was who was the guy that got popped for gambling in New York? He was from Philly.
Jordan Reed or
no, he was with the
kicker?
No. He was a radio host who went. He was on TV with Boomer Esiason. And then
I know who you.
he got popped for
Craig Carton.
Craig Carton. There you go.
Yeah, that guy's a druggie, man. He's got a big drug problem.
Brian, will you go on Jacob Sports? I don't know, man. I haven't really watched. I could have at some point, Victor, but I haven't been on there to talk to Xander. So we'll see. Victor, I don't think they want me on there. They got Mark. I don't play that game. I don't think I would fit well on there.
I know I wouldn't. I'd speak my mind.
But I think me and Xander could get along. I couldn't get along with Dan Silio because,
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
He's just a blowhard.
A clown.
Yes.
Commanders don't know what they don't know. Don't count them out. Vinny, I agree.
I was right your house, kid.
It'll be fun to watch because I'm looking forward to a good old NFC. I hope it's a close game. I know Eagle fans don't want to hear that, but my gut tells me Eagles blow out. But, I think like the Cinderella, turns back into the stepsister.
Pumpkin.
Or whatever. I just think that, and listen, they're playing with house money. Dan Quinn, first year.
He's kicking a field goal?
James Daniels, rookie.
I would have gone for it, but
I would have gone for it. Come on, dude.
Victor,
those last two endings, though,
you still need 2 touchdowns.
He would cut me off, man. He would cut me off, Victor. He missed. Good.
He sure did.
He missed. What a stupid.
Jackass. You had to
You gotta go for it, man. You're getting the ball back.
He
If
played
you don't
scared. Play scared.
You play scared, man.
What's up,
Not
Drew?
big
How are you?
scared.
All right, Brian, I think I'm going to head out. I'm getting tired.
Doing all those mock drafts is wearing you out. I could tell.
Probably. I don't know.
Me too. I got.
All right, Troy. I'll talk to you, brother. Thank you.
All right, sounds good. Take care.
Good night, Brian. Good night, guys.
See ya. You
All right,
like
good
the
night.
scene?
Yes. Take care, guys.
See ya. Remember the Giants. Bro, yeah, let's see here. Eagles by 2 points. 2 points, huh?
No, I don't see that. I'm sorry.
Commandos don't know what they don't know. Oh, yeah, I read that. Sorry. Yeah, I know. I don't know, man.
If I'm betting on the game, I'm taking Philly and giving the points.
Yeah.
Especially being that it's in Philadelphia,
Yeah,
too.
me too. Think about how good the Rams played, and the only reason why the Rams covered, I got lucky, was because they missed 2 extra points. That's the only reason why they covered. So,
hey, that's what it takes.
yeah, Mark Hutchins says Lions are better than Washington too. Yeah, that's true. The one thing I will say is Dan Quinn knows how to win. Dan Quinn has been to a Super Bowl, so it could go. It's not as easy as you think, but
The problem is I hate both teams. So I mean, when I say
Exactly.
hate, they're in my division. I don't want to see either one of them win. If there's possible
And
way
they're
they
both
can tie,
former
I'd
Dallas
do it.
Cowboys, but
But I'm pulling for Buffalo.
yeah, I hear you.
that'd be nice if Buffalo could make it, but they got to go past KC first.
I don't see that happening.
There you go.
either.
Cooper Kupp plans to keep playing. Doesn't know if it will be with the Rams. There you go. Come to Big D.
Oh, come to
that
Dallas
would be a
then. That'd be
bad
nice.
spot guy for us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's one less thing you got to worry about. I don't know that he's a true number 2, but shit. But we won't do something like that. That's not our.
No, we won't.
That's not our.
Oh, he could be on a bargain, and he is injury prone.
Yeah, that's not our way. NFL won't instruct officials to throw flags for pulling runners. Initial number making the rounds for Ben Johnson is $13 million per. Like I said. So we'll see, people. We shall see as we wrap up the college football game here. I still can't believe the Lions choked. Vegas must have had something to do with that. Nah, Lions.
That was the Cowboys and Packers all over.
Yeah.
Just another year later.
Yep. And now the Lions have gone from don't get me wrong, they're still very talented, but
Oh yeah.
you lose both of your coordinators. That's not easy. Ask the Eagles how that works. Things go down. You don't have some. It all depends who they, hire or promote. I'll be curious to see that.
Oh, they missed the extra point?
Yep. No, they missed the field goal.
Or the field goal, I mean?
Yeah, it hit the upright.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yep.
They should have never been going for a field goal. They need 2 touchdowns anyway.
What
2
about 2
touchdowns
fumbles
and
for
2
6 points? Yeah, I know. I agree with you.
You're not getting drafted kicker.
Yeah, right.
The one thing that could hurt Philly is their kicker could miss an important field goal or extra point that could cost them.
You would think it would have cost him last game, but it didn't. He made a couple clutch kicks, so even though he missed the extra points.
Extra point, yeah.
He made a couple of those late that they needed. So
at the end.
Yep.
Like
this is true. All right.
I don't know. I just like Washington how they're playing for Dan Quinn. They're just.
That's not bad, Bobby.
Yeah, they are playing for him. That's for sure.
Yeah, they're playing for him. And every time they interview, they're like, "Oh, yep, this coach, he changed the coaching staff around here, the whole mojo and everything."
That's why I like the Rams coach. They seem to play for him too.
Yes. And Mike McCarthy, they never seem like that.
No, they don't.
That's why I feel like it was Dan Quinn that was making all these wins at 12-5. Really.
And then plus McVay, with his age, his players can relate to him because he's a dude, man.
Is he still in his 30s? He's got to be still late 30s?
36, 30.
Like that.
38. I don't know.
Whenever you got a coach that's young like McVay, your players are going to relate to you, and that's a big plus.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys know in the chat, could you guys put that in the chat?
What was that? I'm sorry.
McVay.
I think he's in his mid to late 30s.
That's what I'm thinking.
Who's that?
McVay.
Oh yeah. He's in his 30s. He's 37, I think. Let me see.
And just think that coaching staff in Washington, him,
38.
McDaniel.
He's 38 years old.
38.
Okay, I was right. The 38.
Man, to be 38, be a millionaire, and doing something you love to do.
And married to a mom.
Already have one Super Bowl in the bank.
In the books.
Yeah.
I don't think he's staying forever in coaching. He's the kind of guy that's going to get out and do something else. He's just
retire and just have enjoy his rest of the life.
Yes, he's that kind of a guy.
Yeah, I see him in the booth.
He very well could be. You're probably right there.
Well, that seems like you're going backwards, though.
Yeah. Here you go.
Because his family, he come from a deep-rooted football family because his dad, I don't know if y'all know this, but his dad was the GM of the San Francisco 49er teams in the 80s that won them 4 Super Bowl rings.
I did not know
John
that.
McVay.
Oh, I remember John McVay.
Yeah, that's his dad.
I didn't know that.
Here you go. I'm going to read you the staff. I'm going to read you the staff for the Washington was it Redskins or was it Commanders at the time? It was
I think it was Redskins.
Mike Shanahan, head coach. Kyle Shanahan, offensive coordinator. Matt LaFleur, quarterbacks coach. Sean McVay, tight ends coach. Mike McDaniel, wide receivers coach.
Damn, they were loaded.
Jim Haslett, defensive coordinator. Raheem
They were loaded.
Morris, DB's coach. And Bobby Slowick, defensive assistant.
Yet.
But at that time, we didn't realize that they were loaded. See?
But I'm just saying.
Not all of them.
That was her staff. And they didn't win shit. So,
And they're all over the league now.
yeah, so
Now they're over there waiting all their own. They all spread it out.
that's a serious coaching staff right
Yeah,
there.
it is.
So I'll take, I would love that.
See, that's why I really think it's all about the coachings.
Yeah, Oscar, I see McVay in the booth. I think he's a football savant. He's always been. I think he would be great. He would be great in the booth. That's where I see him.
Yeah, he would.
So, but he's got more time. Yeah, win another Super Bowl. He has. I think he's got young children.
Couple daughters, I
Sirianni
believe.
owns McVay.
Yeah, but I like him as a coach, man. Man, he's only 5 years older than me, or 3 years older than me. Man.
Makes you think, don't it?
Yeah,
And he's not college, he's pro.
he's a pro. Yeah, well, that's like Kellen Moore, kind of.
Yeah.
I think Kellen Moore's about 35, 32, or 30.
Yeah, he's not real old. I think he might be in his mid to upper 30s.
Well, because Dak's 31, right? Dak's 31.
Yeah.
So
Why
makes
is it
Kellen
he
Moore, I
just
think,
seems
Kellen.
so Dak seems like he should be 35. I don't know why. Maybe I don't know.
Well, older or younger?
Older.
Yeah, older.
No,
Yeah, I was
he's
gonna say the
falling
same thing. He
apart.
seems much older.
Yeah, he's falling apart.
Now Dak turning 32 this summer.
Is he?
Yeah, yeah.
He's 31, July 29th. So he'll be 32 before the season. So he's in his prime. He just had some.
No, I was saying Kellen Moore. I was talking
He
about
had
Kellen
some
Moore.
horrible injuries that.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, that broken ankle.
Hammy
that was
off the
horrible.
bone. I'm getting my mouth
He tried
watering.
to. The thing is, he tried to put
Little
it
off
back
the
into the
bone.
place. He tried to hit it back in place on the field.
I want to hear Wade whenever
Off the
we
bone.
we're going to be hiring.
Wade.
We're not hiring Dion.
I would love Dion, but yeah, that's just a wish.
Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Ooh, come on, Notre Dame.
Oh,
Go. I just had one more
Uh-oh.
person to break
See,
away.
now-
Tell you what, that was a heck of a move for a tight end.
I mean, I ask you this. If they would have went
You
for
may
it
ask away.
and got a touchdown last drive.
Yeah, and got a 2-point conversion. They could have tied it up on this one.
I mean,
Yep.
yeah, they should be tying it up on this drive right here.
there's still
But instead, they
time.
have to
It's
try to get the ball
college.
back.
Oh, that's plenty of time. It's 5 minutes to go.
Oh,
But you can't do
got
that.
him. Got him.
It's only
That looked
second
like
down, though.
that looked like last night with Stafford.
Yeah. You know what? He holds the ball too long, and so does the Texans quarterback. He holds the ball.
Oh,
too
Stafford or Stroud?
Yeah,
TJ
he
Stroud.
holds the ball too long too.
Yeah.
They should have
No,
been
they
holding.
have not, Mark Hudson. No interview
Damn,
for
he was
Dion.
holding him.
See you, Chris May. Good night, brother. Mark Holmes says, why would they need to, interview Dion? They just pick up the phone. I still think you need to interview him and
Yeah.
go over your staff and all these
See
type
what's
of
gonna
deals.
happen.
hurt.
Yeah, Tumalau.
Yeah. Remember,
That
he's the one
same
that was
foot.
already hurt. So hopefully it's
No,
nothing
they-
bad. Hopefully it's nothing any worse.
Yeah,
You
hopefully
out
it's
here?
just
Yeah. So Stafford won at 32. There was two other quarterbacks that won at 32 years old. 32 is relatively young, but not for Dak.
Yeah.
Dak had that devastating leg injury, and then now he tore his ham off the bone. What's up, Matt Batten? You just dropping by to say hello? Danny's Cowboys Nation in the house. Hey, Thomas Garrett, do you think the White House will? I can't. We can't talk that here, brother. We can't
No,
talk
we don't do
politics.
politics here.
Sorry, brother. It's nothing against you, but they'll
off limits.
They'll slam the channel for that. I got no comment. I've already known too many people. I've got too many people who talk politics and they get demonetized. No, thank you. No, Dan, you're
Really?
cool. I can't do it, bro. I get in trouble for talking anything politics. You guys can, but I can't come on it. Mark wants to buy his bone and oh god, why did I read that, Bruce? I'm an idiot. I'm such a jackass. Fucking gets me every time. God damn. I try
You
and
didn't
get
even have to finish it. I know what he's saying.
They try and I try and get to everybody, and people go, "How come you don't just make them super chat?" Because I try and get to as many people as I can, but I don't proofread my shit, and Bruce gets me 9 times out of 10.
Well, that's a good one. What the hell?
Liquid gold, baby, liquid gold.
Liquid gold.
You got a few liquid gold cups.
Yeah, I got
in.
mine today, by the way.
Oh, you got yours today?
Yeah, I got
know
mine
he
on
does,
Friday.
Danny. What's that, Randy?
I got your cup on Friday.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Mhm.
Not bad. I mean, it works.
Mm-hmm.
You're lucky Ultra isn't there. Yeah, Ultra's chilling in his beach pad. No, they
10
were
minutes
not
from the
in
beach.
the
He's
same
probably at the
leg,
beach right
Mark.
now.
Ultra has a lot of good points that he makes, and he backs them up with numbers.
He's very smart. He's just a very passionate fan, and again, he's taken the wrong way. That's why I'm glad I finally got him on camera because I had met him before. And if you don't know him, you think, oh my God, he's such a mean guy. No, he's not. He's just passionate. But he'll be the first one to say, you know what? Congratulations, Eagles. He's just
Well, he
that's
did when
what's
he
good.
jumped on the podcast. He did.
Actually, he did say that yesterday.
That's
Yeah, he
what
did
you
say it.
got to appreciate. He will, if he's wrong or if he will tell you. It took me a while to get
He
used to
seemed
him,
pretty
but
cool.
he's cool. Serious question: why does Mark always defend Dak? Victor, you got to give Mark
He's
a
a
little
Dak
bit of leeway
lover.
there. Mark's channel blew up because of Dak Prescott. Mark, I did a video on Dak, and it went viral basically for as much as it can go viral, and
Oh, he got it.
Tutty.
I told you.
If
the
they
comeback-
go for it
Bills
earlier,
versus Chiefs.
The comeback is in, Randy.
Yes, I'm streaming it, Matt. Yes, I will, buddy.
a 2-pointer puts them within 1 score.
Tomorrow I'll set up the streams for the weekend, so I'll get them up, and then we only have Sunday, so we have 2 games on Sunday, and then we got 2 weeks before the Super Bowl, and then it's a wrap for the season. Then it's draft all day, and then it's all draft, which is fun. We could do draft streams and actually watch the combine as much as we can watch the combine, but at least we'll be able to get,
Are you going to stream the combine?
yeah, I'm sure I will, but it'll be more of, hey, okay, so we like this guy and he runs this, so you know how that works. So there's a lot of guys that
He's
won't.
doing the 40-yard dash right now. He's sitting there.
He looks
stretching.
good in a pair of tights. You'll have Jerry there measuring their Johnsons.
Oh, watch out for that ding.
Look at that,
got
wide
it.
open.
Made it.
Got it.
him.
I'll tell you, there's 1 score.
Yes, it is.
They're getting nervous.
Comeback
Look
is
at them.
in.
Loyal just put on his draws.
Yeah, he better put his pants on.
Loyal just put on his draws.
They just showed freaking.
No, I'm not, Victor. No Green Bay for me.
Looks like the crypt keeper.
That's too cold. Yeah, exactly.
It's a heck of a catch. He held him the whole way.
Yeah, he held him the whole way.
He's in the running, Danny. Brian Schottenheimer is in the running. He's actually the favorite in Vegas. The reason why he's saying it, because there was a big story, Danish Cowboys Nation, is that Brian Schottenheimer is the leader. He's the odds-on favorite to get the job. I still don't believe it. I still think it's Kellen Moore. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe the Eagles win again. It's going to be a while since Dallas can talk to them. So...
Is that the quarterback's mama looks like?
Yeah, that's his mom.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. We're coming down to the wire.
There's Lou Holtz. Boy, he's looking old.
Yeah. He is old.
Yeah, he is. He's probably in his, close to 90.
Yeah, I don't know. I could look it up.
I remember when he coached at Arkansas.
Yeah, I remember that.
Coach Gary Anderson, Billy Ray Smith, Dan Hampton, Hall of Famer, of course, NFL. And
that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. I was in elementary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a lot of people don't know this, but he coached in the NFL too with the Jets. Coach Joe Namath.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
All right, big drive here. Loyal needs something good to happen, or else he may go nuts. Loyal needs this.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Lloyd's probably at the crib, sitting on the edge of his couch.
He's 88, Randy.
88. I thought he was close to 90.
Lou Holtz impersonator crashes Ryan Day, Marcus
Oh,
Freeman.
that's why
interview.
I said 88 then.
Yeah, he's 88.
Okay.
I was wondering why I said 88 then.
Second and 7.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. First down.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little Lamar Jackson right there, bro. He's like, nope, I'll get out of here.
Minus
big
5
first
in
down.
Iowa. Damn, that's cold.
Yeah, it is. Is that the wind chill or is that just the temperature?
I don't know. I think it's
Or
cold.
Josh Allen. He
regardless.
reminds me of Josh Allen, actually. Uh-oh. Oh.
Is that Watts?
That's what I was going to say. Is that Watts?
It might be. I wasn't paying attention. I just saw him walking off.
Yeah.
It's number 1. I don't know.
Yeah.
Number 1.
It might be.
I was thinking Watts was 20,
Yeah,
but
maybe.
not 20.
I just don't get the war paint on the side of the face.
I don't either.
I get it under the eyes, but like...
Yeah.
No, it's Jordan Clark, safety.
Oh, okay.
Watts is 0.
Okay.
Number 0. Ooh, he tripped over his own player, looked like.
About time for Notre Dame to start using timeouts here pretty soon. What are they
They
waiting?
got all 3 of them.
4.
Or 4? What?
Yeah, you know, college football got the 2-minute warning now.
Oh. Oh, okay, yeah.
They just took one.
Okay.
Notre Dame just took a timeout.
I heard you guys. They're like, all right, we'll do that.
No, they weren't gonna let this game be a blowout.
Oh, you guys called it. You guys said Notre Dame will come back. They've been doing it in the middle of the year.
They do it all
year
year.
long.
That's what they do. They don't give up. So you have to like their
heart and courage,
yeah,
man.
and I think they get it from the coach.
Or the drive.
Yeah, I do too. I
Good.
think the coach rubs off on them.
He doesn't crack, man. Even when it's bad,
You don't crack.
You know,
Y'all got to remember all of Notre Dame's game, all of their games in the playoffs, they had to come from behind and win. They were trailing. And all of the games,
yeah, that's
they
what I
played
mean.
in the
It's just not new territory for them.
And I think Ohio State, their
They look
mistake
confused. Their
came.
defense looks confused.
Their mistake came.
They're bringing pressure.
Their mistake.
Awesome,
They got 'em.
awesome job.
Yep.
This is why
Yeah,
I couldn't understand yesterday versus the Eagles.
Rams.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
I don't know why
understand
they
that.
didn't
You
go
got to
after
take your
him.
chances, man. You get burned, you get burned. You got to attack Jalen. You cannot let him sit back there and pat the football.
Right.
But they
Right.
did, and you lost. I was surprised they did that. They did bring pressure at times, but not enough for my liking.
Oh, it was towards the end, and when it was like really, and when they kept on throwing it deep, and then I don't know.
Yeah.
And they should have used Puka Nuka a lot more too.
Ohio State's mistake came when they fumbled when they were trying to drive for that touchdown. That's the turning point of this game so far.
Anybody in
Oh,
here that
yeah.
hasn't
Listen,
hit the
you guys
likes?
approve
Can
it,
you?
though.
I'm trying. Since we're close to 60, anybody that hadn't hit the like button, please hit it for me. Thank you. I know there's some.
Yes.
I know there's 5 people in here that didn't hit the like. I know I can get 5.
Oh,
more
I'm
likes.
guaranteed there's 5 people who's probably
Already
60.
did it.
I know you did. I'm just talking to the chat.
Don't
AJ,
be
hit
lazy.
the like
Just hit that
button.
button.
I just told my kid I
Grab that
threatened
mouse
him.
or whatever.
His
hit
next
that button.
meal. You ain't eating again unless you hit the like button. I know. That's your last meal then. Make sure you enjoy
He
it.
got him.
Oh, he goes deep. He's going deep. Wide open.
Oh God, what a stud. What
Whoa.
a stud. What a stud.
There he is. Yep.
Oh.
Is
He's
that
going to
France
be the
again?
first
Number
pick
1
in the
pick
draft
next year in the
when he comes
draft.
out.
Right there, number
Man,
4.
I really
He's
want
a
him.
stud. Thanks, Matt
2020,
I really
Patton.
like him.
There you go, brother.
2026, he will be the number 1 pick.
If he could do
Whoa.
it next year too, like this.
I'm looking at 62. So that would be great. I know. I just got to remind people it helps out everybody. Thank you, Jimbo. Appreciate you. One more
If
day
they were
off.
62,
for me.
then let's make it 65. Come on, y'all.
Oh God! Don't show
Put that beard
LeBron.
down, Bron.
What is LeBron the new Taylor Swift of college football? Fuck up, LeBron. I'm gonna find it.
See, Notre Dame, you guys messed up. You guys would have made it pressure if you would have made it.
Sergeant Carter.
Never.
I did not know this, but
What's that? We hear you, Randy.
Probably off from somebody else. Man, that was a nice
A
throw.
viral photo of NBA.
There you go, everybody. This is your boy LeBron. If you don't know anything about it, this is a real deal. This is at a Diddy party. Let me see here. This is at a Diddy party, everybody. Randy Crow, hey, game time. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Thank you so much, man. This is LeBron James at a Diddy party wearing a maid. There you go.
Huh.
That's a real picture. So that's all I got to say about you, bro. You're no longer a Cowboy fan. You said, good.
that's right.
Good.
Yeah, I'm glad you're not a Cowboy fan. Ooh.
You know, one thing I heard today, I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube when I'm off, and Hal Sutton. Do y'all know who Hal Sutton is? He played Sergeant Carter on Gomer Pyle USMC. Y'all know who I'm talking about?
Yes,
Who?
I know who you're talking about. I didn't know that you didn't. I didn't know. I didn't know what you
I
were
didn't
saying.
know he was a war hero.
Oh, really? I didn't know
He,
that.
he's from here.
He's
from here.
He's a war hero where he saved so many
Wow.
men.
Matt, there
And
you
you
go,
would never
brother.
know it by looking at him, but he was a drill sergeant in the Marines
You got
also.
it, Matt.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you know,
definitely.
he died of a mental heart attack.
Yeah, he sure did. And he wasn't that old. He was in his 50s.
Yeah, that's young.
Yeah, it is young.
I thought I was going to die of a heart attack today. I was at the gym. I did 4.5 miles on the step machine.
Treadmill?
Oh, did you?
I almost fucking died. No, I was good, but I was all hopped up on a
Well,
pre-workout.
I got bundled
Oh,
up.
you gotta stay hydrated, bro.
Yeah, I know. I've been drinking water. That's what this is. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went out and did my 5 miles today out on the road.
That's cool. I'm going
You
tomorrow
bike or
back to
walk
the
or-
gym and
No, I walk.
lift.
Nice, good.
I'll do my weights tomorrow. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the gym tomorrow.
There you go.
Oh, Tommy should probably go to the gym every single day, man.
Now you got to rest them muscles.
Yeah, you got to give them muscles a day break here and there.
Yeah. That's the reason why I ain't go today.
All right, here we go. This is about ready to. Anything can happen, but they're about ready to seal the deal here.
You know what? Even a field goal would seal the deal here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they would have to score twice.
But you know they're gonna go for the strip here.
Just punch that ball out.
Yeah,
strip six.
I'd just be punching
False
shit.
start or something. Yeah, false start.
Yeah, that's on the tight end, I think.
Don't get too excited. Oosa.
It's funny. Both of these games this weekend, Commanders and the Eagles and Bills and the Chiefs have the same over-under, 47.5.
Huh.
That's crazy. It's like, that's
crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often.
Too similar. Now he's holding no two hands.
Yep.
I ain't
Yeah, you got
dropping
to. Shoot, you in field goal range. A field goal would probably seal the deal for you. Because Notre Dame would have to score twice.
Well, they don't have to. There's no more timeouts for Notre Dame, so they can run it the clock pretty good.
Or first down, but let me see. Are they inside the 10?
They're right
So
there.
15 or 20 right there.
Okay, Bills by 7. Wow, 20-13 Bills. So that would make a lot of people happy. I walk my fence line 3 to 4 days a week, 160 acres. Wow, Mark Hutchinson.
Damn.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm 340 acres.
Crazy.
You're Miles Smith.
He'll be, mark my word, he's going to be the number one. Well, he may not be the number one if Arch Manning comes out, but he would be number 2 or 3.
Yeah, Arch is going to play 2 more years. He's going to play 2 more years. So he ain't coming
That'll
out before
fit just
2027.
perfect with Dak coming off of his 3rd year.
Exactly.
You know, we draft Arch, let him sit 1 year, and then he takes over.
I see it's all planned out. See? We'll get Smith next year, though.
I hope you're right, Matt Batten. I think we're all rooting for the Bills. I'm just saying my brain tells me otherwise. And as far as the Eagles, I expect the Eagles to win by more than 5.5 points or 5 points. Yeah, 5.5.
I might have to make me a little wager this weekend.
I mean, I'll
Careful, you
screw it up,
guys.
but
No, it's fine.
I think I want to go with the early game, take the Eagles, and then I'll go to the late game and take the Chiefs, and I think I'm going to win them both. I just do. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope that, obviously I would love for the Bills to win.
That ought to be a good game if it does work out to be the Eagles and the Chiefs. Whew. Both good defenses, and
yeah, I think Eagles are. I don't know if the Eagles will be favored in the game, even though they're favored by Vegas. That doesn't mean that they're going to be favored in the actual over under.
But then I must say, Randy, I was told you the colors do matter. Then
what are you talking
the
about?
red and green and the Super Bowl colors.
Yep.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Because it's been happening, and it's been it matches up every year
Yeah,
too.
but I think they got multiple schemes, and they leak that shit like it's oh my god, it's the Mystic. Yeah, nah, it's all BS. They had probably multiple because I saw one last year that had a purple in it, and then it changed. So I don't know. Who knows? Virus. I think it's a lot of I don't know, fake
propaganda.
I mean, when he played at Ohio State.
Yeah.
Brian Hartline. I mean, when he played at Ohio State.
Brian Hartline's a hell of a coach.
Yep. He played at Ohio State back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. That's a thing, says Vinny. Virus. Virus. Vinny says that's a thing. So you may be right. I've heard of it. I just don't know that I buy it. I heard the same thing. I just think it's too easy to have multiple schemes in ready
They
to
got
roll.
kick the field goal here.
What do you?
Yeah, what?
Kick the field goal here.
Wouldn't be funny
Game
if
is
you missed.
over. Oh
Yeah,
man,
but
if he that would be.
he just pretty
stuff.
much went to the middle of the field and kneeled down. They're going to call timeout right around.
Yeah. They're gonna
Oh,
freeze his ass.
Yeah, you want to kick the
28
field goal
seconds
here.
left.
Yeah.
You rather be safe than sorry. No, Notre Dame can't freeze him. They don't have no more timeouts.
They have no more timeouts.
Nope. They're done.
4th and goal to 15. So it's an easy one.
This season, Notre Dame had 6 block kicks. Thus, they can block the kick. They're going to go after him.
Oh, I meant
two
is
plays
that
to go
a
right
thing?
down to.
It's a thing, but I don't know how real it is.
Come on, Jaden. If you make this kick, the whole city of Columbus, Ohio will buy you beer for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be a superstar.
Yeah, you'll be a superstar.
Yeah, Neil
You going
O'Donnell.
If he misses it,
Neil O'Donnell's got the same thing in Dallas. He can come to Dallas anytime he
go in
wants.
any bar or any club in Columbus, Ohio, and get hooked up for the rest of your life. Yes.
Good. It's good.
Yep, that's the
He
ball.
clinched it.
Well, I checked the like button, so you should have about 65.
We do. Thank you. If Eagles lose on Sunday, be bad in Philly, Vinny Hagen. Of course it'll be bad in Philly if they lost, but
That'd be upsetting, but geez.
well, I mean that would be a disappointment, no doubt.
Sam Barkley was all the waste then. No, I was playing.
Nah, no. Cry Notre Dame. Damn, you're Logan. You're mean, bro. Even in, man,
It's snowing here.
is it? Wow.
Yeah, it's snowing.
Let
in
it
Big
snow.
D.
Let it snow.
Bruce, it is bad in Detroit. It should be. They talk
That's crazy.
smack. You run it up on the Cowboys, a 5-tackle eligible plays against us. I was
That smile of his, he was just like, "Yep, I lost
Oh well.
it. Dang it."
Notre Dame is a good team. They can't hang their head. Just wait till April. How many players get drafted by Ohio State? It's crazy how many NFL players they have.
We'll see if they made that field goal. Then it would have been. It would have mattered.
I know, Logan. Saying you're heartless, man. You kick them while they're down. Congrats, Ohio State.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Loyal.
little cowboy.
Loyal's going around this neighborhood
Oh,
naked
yeah.
as a daybird.
Yeah, we definitely got to get out of here before he hops on because I don't trust what he looks like. I'm gonna have to
I don't want to see it.
I'm gonna have to blur his box.
What was that? Super Commando or whatever the
Yeah, I
guy
don't
name
know
was.
what it is, but Brian plus armor. Amon St. Brown had a shirt. Dallas sucks under his jersey. Yeah, there you go. You get what you deserve.
Well, the Lions, they were already celebrating before the game started too.
Yeah.
Saying Super Bowl, Super Bowl.
Well, that's it, everybody. That is it. Congratulations, the 2025, I guess.
Yep, national champions.
Natty
Yeah,
champions is the
2025.
Ohio State Buckeyes by
Oh, they got him.
11.
They got him.
Oh my God, they got him
slammed
good.
him the whole.
He was pissed.
Oh.
Was he pissed?
Yeah,
He
he
was
was
just trying to
big.
push him
Show him
away.
afterwards, but
I don't think they were pissed.
oh no,
No.
he's walking on the field happy as hell. No, he
Brian
just
Day.
won.
He looked like he's always got blushes in his cheeks. But all right, everybody. Final words from Thomas, Virus, and Randy. That we're getting out of here. Go ahead, Thomas.
And it was a good college football preseason. It was good college football season. I'm looking for 2025.
There you go.
You know, I've seen some sorry teams go to bowl games this year, and it's gonna be a big college. It's gonna be a big 2025 season coming up. I can't wait.
All right, Virus. Any final thoughts before we get out
Well,
of
let's
here?
go Washington for me on Sunday, and
we'll be
congratulations
here.
congrats on
Loyal, congrats,
bio.
brother. Congrats,
Yeah.
my friend. I'm
Congrats,
happy
man.
for you. You deserved it, buddy. After the Cowboy season, you deserved it. Randy, end it for us.
All right, come on to Big D there, Dion. We need you.
There it is. Deion
Yeah.
Sanders, breaking news. Yeah, right. I hope I wake up to that. But all right, everybody, we're out of here. I'll
All
see
right,
you
y'all take it easy.
late. Bye.
Wait.
Boy, if Deion wants to get the job,
You know what?
you would do.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving!